And we're live in Southwest Florida.
Happy Monday, motherfuckers.
Happy Monday.
Welcome to Marital Hate. We're so glad.
Welcome to Marital Hate. My name is Doug.
I'm Stacy.
We're married.
But we do not hate each other.
No, most of the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes. But not for long.
It's usually like momentarily.
Well, usually more.
Days. What's like the longest we've gone where
like
we've
maybe
been
3.
mad at each other?
Oh, I've been mad at you for 3-4 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't even know it.
A week.
That's how mad I am.
Solid week. Probably even a month sometimes.
Month.
Yeah, he drives me crazy. By the way, we're a live interactive podcast. 90% of the fun is the fact that you make so many fucking friends here. We have the best followers in the fucking world. We call them haters. If you're here, you're just like a little baby hater. That's so cute. Over here, we got the real deal, the master haters, the people that come every night and make new fucking friends. They've all become friends. They're our favorite people on the fucking planet, the master haters. And here's one of them now.
And it's not for kids.
That's Anne. Yeah, this is not for kids. This is our friend Anne. Anne has given herself master hater mom name, I think is what she called herself.
Yeah,
we haven't really defined that yet, but I will tell you, Anne is a master hater from way back in the day. She actually was our very first guest on the podcast. We fucking love her, Anne. We miss you. And then little Courtney's here. Courtney says troublemakers. I was thinking of you today.
I was making some trouble on your page over the weekend, apparently.
We're going to get to that. But I
didn't know I was going to start that. But
every time we put something in the glove box, I think of you because it's where we keep our Courtney.
And Courtney posted a picture of herself today. She's like a little ray of sunshine. She really is.
She's
like, you know.
She's adorable. Hey, girl.
What's up?
You know who else is here?
Adorable Hookah Bob.
Yeah, I don't
our
know
new
that
friend.
I would call Hookah Bob adorable. I would call him
handsome. Of course he is.
But I love his vibe. He's a good guy. I like him a lot. You guys, we talked about Hookah Bob a little bit on Friday before we played Jackbox. But we'll talk about him today. Talk a little bit about what he's doing, if I can remember everything, because I'm high.
Moving to Florida,
a long day.
Whole thing.
I think I broke my toe. God knows what the fuck is going to happen today. But we fucking love you, Hookah Bob. We're so glad you're here. It's his first time.
It is his first time.
Be gentle with him.
So all you haters, I want you to be welcoming of the Hookah Bob because
you missed him. Yeah,
he's got something to
by the way,
offer the proceedings. I think.
Step off, bitches. He's married.
Oh, that's right.
And I think happily. And then JoJo's Buxom Plants is here. Hey, girl.
Double J.
Can I tell you? JoJo and I chatted a little bit. She gave us the nicest message
she really
that
did.
I ever could have gotten. It's like she wrote the mission statement for our podcast. I fucking love you.
It was like the reason we do the podcast.
Like it,
and she wrote it out.
Totally made me cry. I'm gonna cry when I read it because it's like I can't even think about it without even cheering up.
Are
it's
you
so nice.
Well, it was so close. You're not really JoJo Buxom, are you?
I'm not.
Okay, just checking because that was like exactly what we wanted to do.
She's got this great vibe. She's a plant mom, and also she was in a terrible accident and had.
This is not good.
Yeah, and she replaced. She had her teeth replaced.
Yes,
and her smile is absolutely gorgeous. I just love everything about her. I love talking to her. I love her videos. I love her energy. I love her vibe. We have the best supporters. Speaking of Nicole, hey girl, what's going on? Nicole is noob to our little circle, but she's making all kinds of friends. Steven Gerber's here. Steven is a Cape Coral guy.
He comes in.
What about seashells?
Starts trouble and then he's out.
Yeah, you're gonna need to wait.
Oh, we got the seashells.
We got seashells in the Cooch and all the other places too. If you're lucky, you do too. Platty, the pansexual polyamorous platypus.
Another new fave of ours. Yeah.
Are you coming on Thursday? Because I got to tell you, I've had I was here with podcast guests.
She's holding her hand up to her head.
Sorry to show you my look.
But it's not that bad. I've seen worse.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Saw worse at the beach today.
I will say it. I have had it with podcast guests who flake on the last minute. Listen, if you can't do it, it's okay. But like, you need to tell me like several hours in advance because we prepare for you, not anything else. So if you're gonna flake on us, let us know.
He says he is. He just commented.
Okay, good.
Okay, you're off the hook for now.
Sup, folks? Daniel, I would also call a master hater. Daniel's been here.
He's around
back in the day.
Midwest
also a
musician from was it Mansfield, Ohio?
Yeah,
he's not from there, but that's where he's now.
He's from Situate. Daniel, you should know Hookah Bob. He's big in the music scene.
He's a Nashville guy, I believe.
Yeah, he's from Nashville, but he's down here. And Hookah Bob says we have tickets to our dolphin cruise. Nice. We didn't see any dolphins today. We went to the beach. No, usually I go swim with the dolphins. Yeah. No dolphins. There was a manatee near me.
It was manatee, but
we're gonna get to the beach.
He saw you and he was like, "That's too much woman for me," and then he left.
I get a lot of that. And Jojo says, "Oh, I love you guys." No, seriously, we love you. We love you more.
She didn't say she loves it. She just said, "Oh, you guys."
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah, right.
And
you're putting words in her mouth.
and Platty says, I am. And Steven says, my middle name is Trouble.
You're looking for trouble.
We'll see. Daniel says, going out for a short ride. Be right back.
Oh,
okay.
I believe Daniel just bought himself a little hog-like motorcycle.
Yeah, which he can use like 3 times a year because of where he lives.
Right, but Hookah Bob would be interested in that.
Hookah Bob is psyched. Hookah Bob also has a motorcycle, but now that he lives in Florida, he gets to use a 365. But I will tell you, my friends who ride will tell you they don't ride in August. It's too hot. Platty says, I will need to chat about details before then. There's literally no details. Literally none. When you want to come on our podcast, it doesn't matter who you are.
You just can't say racist stuff.
You can't. Yeah, if you say something racist, that's like that happened. That wasn't a podcast guest. That was just like a viewer.
It was just a viewer writing in.
But here's the thing. Good. What we do, we want to do it as blind as possible. We like things to be raw. So right before you write a little bio that day, send it to us, ideally with a photo. We're going to post that you're our guest that day. And then that night on the podcast, we're going to introduce you and we'll send you a link with the podcast at 8, usually around 8:30. You get, sometime between 8 and 8:30, I send you the link and you just push the link. It's like idiot proof. And then when we're ready, we'll pull you up on screen. That's it. It's super easy. There's everybody stresses about it. It's super fucking easy. You don't have to do any prep work. The whole point is to be raw. If you have some products you want to show, go ahead and have those with you, but we want to be real. And then Hookah Bob says Muck Sticky Cruise. What the fuck are you talking about?
We need a Muck Sticky Cruise.
There's a Muck Sticky Cruise?
But he said he did say Dolphin Cruise, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
I need to know what's happening.
Hookah, somebody do a wellness check on Hookah.
Somebody do a wellness check on me because I need to go on a Muck.
We got to go on a Muck Sticky.
I saw my Muck Sticky bracelet on, haven't taken it off.
Muck
my wedding ring, haven't worn that in 3 years.
Haven't worn that in years. Yep. Muck Sticky comes along. Oh yeah, I'll wear whatever you got.
And Jojo says, but I do love you. We love you more. Y'all are killing us with the comments because we're never going to get to chat. Hi, but I love that you're chat. Keep going. We don't
have to prepare. You guys do it all the work.
Hey, P4 and Courtney, Renee, Richey, everybody is friends with everybody. If you're here and you're not in the chat, join the chat. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, YouTube at Marital Hate or Facebook, because that's where you can join the conversation. You can chat, you can comment on Twitter X, whatever the fuck it's called. But YouTube and YouTube's really the better one, I think. Marital Hate and join the conversation. And Daniel says 2011 Electra Glide Ultra.
That is a motorcycle.
Oh, I thought it was a kind of lube.
That's
we use coconut oil.
What is that? The Astroglide? Is that what that? What was the?
That's what
the
I was
lube
thinking
stuff?
he was talking about.
No. He's not talking about that. That is a motorcycle.
I would like to briefly digress on a tirade about coconut oil as lube. Coconut oil as lube is inexpensive, organic, and it tastes good.
And it
is not condom safe though. It's not latex safe. You're gonna electrocute yourself, and I'm gonna laugh. And then Daniel says, I think black women rock. Is that racist? No, I think black women rock too. I actually saw a woman at coming out of
I saw her. I saw her.
Yeah. I go, girl, you look amazing.
Also,
and she had worked all day and she just looked fire. Good for her. Is it racist to think someone's particularly attractive because they're race? Yes. Are we gonna do it? Yeah, because we fucking love.
Going to do it.
If I think someone's attractive,
good looking.
I admire other cultures. I like to learn from other cultures. I like people that are real. In my experience, I don't know, but I need to. If I spend some time with some fake ass black people, I'm gonna change my mind. But in my experience, they tend to keep it real. Whereas brothers and sisters of the Caucasian, I should really point at you because I'm spicy white, but they tend to be boring with a stick up their ass. And I've had more than a few of those this week. And black women do rock, but all women rock, and all men rock, and all of those people in between, they rock too.
There's a rock.
Courtney, and some people fucking suck. Let's be real. I can't we try to keep it positive, but some people fucking suck. Yeah. And then Courtney says, "Hey," and I'm sorry, Courtney, what is going on? It's supposed to be, "Hey, beautiful," and Doug. That's what she always says.
It's like I'm always second
Courtney,
fiddle.
are you okay? Do we need to send out the National Guard? I've actually been worried about.
I said something nice about Courtney, and maybe she's changing her mind.
You don't take Messenger. I thought I had your number. Now I can't find it. Can you reach out to me, please, because I just want to check on you, and I want to talk to you. Why haven't we talked on the phone yet? Let's do that. I know you're busy all the time, but we'll figure it out. We'll get baked and have a girl date. Platty says, okay, sounds basic enough for me to handle. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, dude, seriously. If I can handle it, you can handle it. And that refers to Doug's penis.
What?
Hookah Bob says, yes, go to his website. I said I would never go on a fucking cruise.
I'd go
I'm
on
a
a
sticky
Muck
cruise,
Sticky
we're
cruise.
there. Doug, pull it up right now.
Because it's probably like in a lake.
Courtney said, hey, trouble. She said, I said troublemakers.
Troublemakers.
What did I do to stop getting my compliment? I need the compliment. I need validation from strangers on the internet because I get attacked by strangers on the internet.
Oh.
And we're getting there. Oh. And then Tracy says, hey, peeps, I just finished giving the baby a bath.
Tracy is the OG.
You guys, OG lesbian. Yeah, Doug, do it.
An all-time master hater.
Most episodes
She's the madam of the people.
She is a madam of the master hater house. If you would like to be a master hater, you have to ingratiate yourself to Trace. And I'm going to show you something right now.
It's really like she says, I missed your faces. Yeah, it's really weird around here on the weekends. We're like, where is everybody?
Usually on Sundays I call Tracy and like go on some ridiculous baked ass tirade,
which I apologize for later.
But today that did not happen. Oh, okay. Here we go. It's finally. Okay. And she says, and I bow to you all. Well, we should really be bowing to you, Tracy.
She is the madam of the people.
And then Courtney says, hey, beautiful troublemaker, and hi, troublemaker Greer. She called you Greer. That's funny.
Sorry.
And she says, and Robert Richer says, hi. Also, is he home? Please tell me he's home. You need a break.
Robert's beard has its own zip code.
33914.
Robert's beard, it can be used as a storm shelter.
What if Courtney was Robert's beard? Dude, if I look like Courtney,
yeah, you could be some guy's beard.
No, if I look like Courtney, I feel like I would just like use it to get free stuff. She's adorable. I'd be like the sparkle lady. Actually, I was hot once, and like I could have done that, and I didn't.
You kidding me?
Oh, thank you, baby. But you said it like fast and looked away, so I don't know if I trust it. Okay, so we have much to talk about. I want to show you.
No, I said it in earnest.
Okay, Ernest Hemingway. I want to show you something that I cannot pull up that picture because everyone will read all of my text messages.
You don't want that.
That would be bad. Y'all don't want to know what's in my text messages. I'm a dirty, dirty girl.
You up?
You up? What's you up?
That's when I booty call your ass. I'm like, hey, you up?
We sleep together.
Oh, that's true.
How did I lose this? Is this it? That is not it.
Tracy says, you are hot. Trust that from your husband. It's like the one thing I don't lie about.
Tracy, I'd rather hear from you. You're a lesbian.
And Courtney says she doesn't sparkle. That's probably because she's covered in dirt from sunning her butthole in the afternoon.
It's you glow.
She does.
We're going to talk about that.
Really
Here is.
Oh my God, that kitty is amazing.
Madam of the Master Hater House. I didn't even ask her if I could show this picture.
We're just showing
Please
it.
don't kill me, Tracy. But
look how long her hair is.
I just think she's beautiful, and I love her little pussy. And I'm so glad her pussy gets lots of love and affection. And just keep petting that pussy, and you just keep touching it and holding it. And, give it some kisses. Maybe your wife can give it some kisses. Just, give as much love and affection to your pussy as you can.
Or if you can't do it, get someone else to.
There's two of them.
No, I know. I mean, like, and they should know their way around.
They're two lesbians. They should know their way around a puss.
They should.
Because, especially because Tracy was a vet tech. What were you guys thinking about? You being dirty? That's not that kind of show. Could you even say that with a straight face?
It is that
kind of show. It's totally that kind of show.
It's totally that kind of show.
And who else is here? You do.
Wait. Oh, so let's go back. Courtney cut herself open this evening. She's clumsy AF.
Oh, pumpkin.
Didn't you just do
where did you
just have another injury?
Did you just break your toe?
Oh yeah, somebody broke her toe.
Broken.
Look at that purple thing.
It's not a good look.
Tracy says, I don't care what I look like, but I was petting the pussy, so that's always great. Yay. Lisa Rerline is here. Well, hello, she says. She's everywhere at once.
How do we know Lisa?
She's one of the Courtney Nicole folks that come. She's fantastic. And Tracy also thinks you're hot. And that's coming from a bona fide or unbona fide,
if it isn't other lesbians too?
Lesbian.
Specs. Oh no, my 73-year-old friend told me I was hot the other day.
Yeah. See, all the ladies love you. Girls adore you. I mean, even the ones that never saw you, like the way that you rhymed at a show.
The reason why, man, I don't know.
So let's
come on, kids. What song is it? Okay.
Tracy is laughing because it is that kind of a show. Courtney, are you okay? Right beside my ankle. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, send me a picture. And what is going on with your and by the way, if you guys ever want to reach me during the podcast, text me. That means if you're a master hater, you should have my number or just message me. I'll give it to you. And I know Randall has, I know Tracy has, I know Ann has it. I don't know about anybody else. So if you want, let me know.
Nobody has my number. Why am I such a private, reserved person?
The funny thing is he answers the phone and I don't.
Yeah.
I'll text you all day long though. Tracy says 73.
I just got a text.
73 and been around a lot. And then Lisa says, I find it flattering when women hit on me, right?
It's from Hookah Bob.
Shout out to Hookah Bob. I can't wait. Well, what did he send you?
He sent me the Muck Sticky link. That's the one in
wait, tell me
that's the one in St. Pete.
When is it? How much is it?
I don't know.
Is that the one in June that we're going to?
Yeah, that's the one.
I didn't
know it was on a boat. I couldn't find a venue for it, so I figured it was like some sort
of on a boat. Okay, I can't even with this. My life is absolutely insane. So Hookah Bob, we will be there with you, Doug. Get online, order those tickets immediately. Unless somebody wants to gift us some Muck Sticky tickets.
So 73 has been around a bit, and Lisa says, I find it flattering when women hit on me. Oh, you did? I was over here paying attention to Hookah Bob.
I'm always getting attacked by women on the internet, and I actually got several of those in the last 24 hours. But I want to talk about some cool ass women.
Cool ass women.
Today, we went. So our my friend Kristen's still here with her kids, Slate and Annika, and of course I have to pace myself. I haven't been feeling well. It sucked. I did pull it, and we've had a lot of podcast stuff to do, and I haven't been feeling well. So we're working it out, but we haven't exactly been a ball of laughs, and the kids are sleeping and they're kind of quiet, and I'm offensive, so I try to be gentle. So we kind of had a chill weekend. Slate went off and did some stuff. We did the pool and whatnot, but then today it was hey, let's all go to the beach. So I'm we'll get there. If you guys want to come over and meet with us, and they did, which was awesome. You can. And, we get to, Doug made pancakes this morning. It was just good stuff all around. So that was really good. And, they've been I want them to break something so I can feel a little bit better about them not being the perfect house guest. It's kind of annoying. They're too perfect, too perfect.
Can't trust that either.
Yeah, can't trust it. But that's not even the point. The point is, we get to see them today at the beach. We all had a blast looking for shells. And so Kristen, Doug, and I met I met a nice man from Pennsylvania who was trying to shell. Yep. And I told him, baby, just use your feet. He had water shoes on. All these people have the fucking water shoes.
Be a man.
No water shoes. You pick up the shells with your feet and you find some really good ones.
But then again, if you had water shoes on today, guess what? You would have broken your toe.
I was getting to that.
Okay. Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Somebody broke her toe.
Okay. So I'm in the water and I meet these two beautiful mermaids.
They were just regular ladies. They had legs and shit.
Dickhead over here.
They weren't mermaids. They were humans.
Okay, here's the problem. I'm really high.
They were Janet and Christy, and this guy named Jack.
Heather and Angie.
And Jack has to.
Heather and Angie, or Wendy and Angie? I cannot remember.
I think it's Heather and Angie.
Heather and Angie, super nice ladies.
I think
they're from
Indiana.
But Angie's mom lives in Fort Myers, so they come down quite a bit. And so I got chatting with them about shelling. They were very helpful, super nice ladies who were giving me pointers.
They were great. Yeah.
And they were standing with me when I broke my toe. I was I was thrown into a rock, toe first. That's my longest toe. I don't know what that says about me. My toes are weird, but I got thrown into that rock toes first, and it didn't feel good. And I had this huge ass, this big, spiral, perfect, no creature inside shell, and I lost it. But I did get some good shells.
Well,
like this.
Oh, that's very nice. Let me see. Oh, it's nice little fan shell. Look at that. Look at the colors on that. Ooh.
And then, here's the problem though, is that I don't have a shell bag. So I was just putting them in my swimsuit.
And some of those shells you found actually had the thing still in it.
Yeah, well, you had to put the ones that had the thing.
Yeah, you got to put that back.
I feel when
it's like getting the lottery.
The Price is Right, and The Price is Right, and Bob Barker would have you reach.
It's one of those dealies, the roundy thing. Another one of these. Look at that. Hey, if anybody would like a autographed shell from Marital Hate podcast, we will.
We're willing to help you.
We'll send you.
And I keep finding more. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's even more. Oh, I had this one that I didn't even put in my swimsuit.
Well, hang on. So she comes home and takes her swimsuit off. Honey, I got a bunch of shells and I got shells in my cooch. Well, I pull out this thing from the cooch. No, this was not in your cooch. I was just saying. It's like a big piece of coral.
Okay.
It's a little rough around the edges. It's a little rough.
Maybe
you'd have to sand that down with a ped egg.
Let me try.
Oh, jeez. It's
I will later.
And then this is the other thing she gave me.
This isn't OnlyFans yet.
This weighs about 7 pounds. I don't know what it is.
Do not drop it on your laptop.
No, I'm not gonna do. But it's like there's shells embedded in this.
We just fucking love it.
Thing.
I found a bunch of pieces like that.
We're hoping that like this is either coral or like I don't know what it is. I think this might be like just a big fossil.
It might be. But there were some fucking cool ass shells that I found today. Like, really? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what this thing is.
That's well, it's all like there's a name for it. I forget what it's called, but they hurt your feet. I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
But kunks of coral.
Kunks?
You're a kunk. All right. Well,
the shell was in your kunk.
Let's do some comments here.
All right. So then we go back to So mermaids do exist. Oh wait, Lisa said she had a work wife when she worked at a dealer at a casino.
Doug, I have your number. Want a dirty massage? A message. Yeah.
And whatever floats your boat, right? I'm always gonna return something funny. So you know that you can do that.
He's not always gonna return something funny. Sometimes it's a dad joke.
So Lisa had a work wife. No problem with that.
I think everybody has a work wife and a work husband. Like you have a whole work like other life. And then she says mermaids do exist. Totally agree. I happen to be like a chubby mermaid, like a manatee, but the manatees came up on me. They were like, "Hey girl." It's apparently if I wear my hair down, the manatees will go crazy, but I didn't want to have to wring it out. Tracy says, "Pretty girl, you're pretty," and she says those boobs are holding a lot of shells. Girl, you don't even know. I had them shoved
they were
all
everywhere.
The way down in my nips. Doug came. This is even half the shells.
This is
probably about half.
What are we gonna do with all this?
We're gonna just disperse them about our house. We'll just put them in the pool.
I say we bring them back where God intended them to be.
No, we can't. They're so pretty.
This little thing.
But maybe we can send you guys like all the little baby haters, like or the master haters for supporting the podcast. If you guys want some shells, we'll send you some. And then
the Coochie full of shells.
Doug can fuck up a wet dream. Stacey is so descriptive, imaginative, and here comes Doug. They were just women with legs.
I'm trying to rein in the fantasy life that is Stacey.
Jojo, I love you more every time you open your mouth. And you didn't put it on my titty once, and it's just I love the way you use your mouth with words. Seriously, do you eat pussy? Because if you do, like we may be talking about something else. She just always makes me feel good. Like she appreciates my humor because
she does not appreciate my clarification of a crazy woman.
I was taking it on the chin. I'm always taking it on the chin.
You've taken it on the chin.
Left and right from fucking internet haters. Like I am, you know how like there's people that go on reality shows and they become the villain. Like, I'm not convinced that those people like are villains. Like, I think that what happens is, oh, we can cast you this way and suddenly you're the villain. They're like, fuck it, I'll lean into it. And those people are the ones that make the most money. So I look forward to one day being a wealthy reality show villain. If you people want to hate me and I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank, go fuck yourself. But if you want to love me, then I'm going to build you up and bring you along with me because we're all building each other up. There's so many small business owners here. There's so many small creators here. Hookah Bob is doing his thing with some edibles. He's selling bongs that he makes. He can custom design a bong for your business. He's going to do for us. Good stuff all around. So some people suck, and we're going to get there. And then Lisa said, ribbed for pleasure. Yes, ma'am. And Tracy said, damn. And she said, I do have a work wife. Who's your work wife?
That was Becky, was her actual wife.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, am I so slow? Stacey, are you a Cancer girl? Isn't it so obvious? July 13th, 1976.
Lisa is crocheting while she's watching us. Oh, crocheting. I guess I get it.
Lisa?
I thought crotch. I got all excited. I saw crotch.
Can you teach me? Because when I try to knit,
Well, crocheting is different than knitting.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think I have the coordination to do either. But what happens when I try to knit?
People die.
One person did die.
Just one person, but
and she was
folks,
102 in my defense.
Well, yeah.
Dead is dead is dead is dead. I understand.
So, all right. So
I just thought folks would appreciate to see what happens when Mama does the knitting.
Mama.
I'm just gonna brace you.
Right,
just
right,
brace yourself right now.
What is this thing you're showing? What is it supposed to be?
It's a scarf.
Oh, this is a scarf. Yeah, that's a Cat in the Hat's hat, not a scarf.
It's not good. So yeah, I don't normally do the crafting for obvious reasons. I don't know what I just did. And then so girl, she says, "What's your sun, moon, and rising?" I had somebody do it for me once. I don't really know. But I'd have to look it up. Maybe if Doug goes on some sort of conversation with you people, I can look it up. And dude, me too.
Yeah,
I
knew it. Cancer. You guys, yeah, you guys have like
when are you on
weird
the
stuff
13th?
in common.
And then and get this. My birthday 7/13/76. We got married 7/6/13. You know. And
I don't know what I don't know.
That it's like the
the numbers,
the kismet. Yeah. We've had a lot of really good connections with numbers. I mean, we got our first kiss was at 11/11.
Yeah, well, that was my ruse.
And
I just set my clock to 11/11. I'm like, hey, make a wish, lady of the night.
I used to think he was that slick. He's not that slick.
No, I was not that slick. She thought I had planned the whole thing. I did not.
I also thought he was a douchebag.
Why? Because
you're in your
I'm a
Volvo
handsome
like
man. No, it wasn't.
Your lips stick out already. You don't need.
Yeah,
to do
I don't know.
Why do you do that?
That's the way I look.
Lisa, no, you were sticking them out in the picture. She was like,
you'd know if I was sticking them out.
Stick your lips out, show everybody. And then she says she can't knit, but she can crochet. Courtney says mine is July
the 18th.
1990, which means I'm only 5 days older than Courtney, even though Courtney was born when I entered high school. Yeah.
Courtney,
says for me,
you're a whippersnapper. But now I can. Thanks for that, because now I'm going to open a credit card in Courtney's name.
There you go. Courtney says Cancer, Gemini, Aries. So she's a Cancer with a Gemini moon, sun, and a Aries moon rising. I don't know what that means.
Moon. Yeah.
Although I've done the human design thing for myself, and it's fucking straight on. And I did
cool.
get charted. I did get charted as well. And Nicole says I'm a Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius. Don't know what that means either, but mazel tov.
All right, we'll look that up for you.
That's a wiener warmer, Stacy.
It was.
What is a wiener warmer?
You're knitting. It was no scarf. Oh. It was like you just put it right on.
You could have wrapped that thing around your waist and had the middle part dip down to your knees. That's how big it was.
Well, I'm not gonna brag, but
he would be lying if he did. Honey, you are well above average.
Well,
you have the perfect cock, but thankfully for me, it is not a monster dong, because I am afraid of monster dongs. I avoid the state of Alabama just because they have the biggest dicks in America. And I have to resist I meet sexy black men all the time. And I have to resist the urge because I know they have monster dongs and I cannot take that. Sorry if that's racist. If you are black and you have a small dick, maybe we'll start a charity for you, because I feel bad.
I don't know what they're going to do with the money, though. Like, you keep saying you're going to make a charity for black guys with small dicks because of this whole,
maybe get them
the
therapy
myth or whatever,
or penile implants, or like t-shirts that say, I'm a black guy who doesn't have a big dick, for white ladies like me who are afraid of monster dongs.
What if there was educational material?
Crazy. I can't use the word that other women have used.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that color, but they use a word that starts with a Z to describe it, and I cannot.
Don't even know what that is.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but too big, too
okay. So here's
nobody in Alabama.
Here's what I'd say.
Nobody in Sweden, and yeah, just take your monster dong away.
So
from
who
me.
do you feel worse for? The monster dong guy that will never get a chance with a lot of the ladies that are afraid of monster dong, or are you sorry for the small?
It's actually funny that you should say that. As you may recall, we had an evening where both Charlie and Dave were here discussing the size of their penises.
And one
of them has a massive dong. And one of them has an itty bitty dong. The one with the massive dong has trouble getting laid. Why? People take one look at it and say, no fucking
That
way.
is not gonna fit.
I was gonna make like a if it doesn't fit, you must have quit kind of reference, but
Big love don't fit.
seems too soon now that OJ is dead. Just kidding. You can make OJ jokes.
Yeah,
Okay, you could have made OJ jokes before he died. And then and so then there was so what I think is what was your question? Sorry, the drugs just kicked in.
I don't think there was a question. You were talking about monster dongs, small dongs.
Oh, so you asked me which one is better. And Dave gets laid left and right. He's talked on the podcast about having the small dick. He's like, I get pussy left and right. Yeah, and I've seen it. Motherfucker took a girl. He was talking about how he was sick of dating.
Yeah.
And so he was at my house and I'm like, tell the girl you have to cancel the date because he didn't want to go on a date. I go, tell her the girl you have to cancel the date because you lost your job and you have no money. And she said, that's okay, I'll pay. And so they go.
That's a nice girl right there.
Hang on, it gets even better.
Yeah.
So Dave, you just get burnt out on dating. It wasn't personal. This woman didn't do anything. So Dave's getting ready to go on this date. He doesn't want to go, or it's like the next day. And I'm like, just tell her you lost your job and you can't afford to take her out. We also discussed me going on the date and speaking, him speaking in Ebonics and me acting as translator the entire time. Okay. But we just went with this one instead. So he texts her and he's like, hey, I lost my job. I am not going to be able to take you out. I'm so sorry. And she's like, that's cool. So he goes out with her, takes her to the 99.
And if you know what the 99 is, it's basically like kind of
bar food.
It's like bar food, but like bad. Not great bar food.
It's not even like local bar food. It's a chain restaurant. That's a bar.
Yeah,
that's
if you want to just go out on the cheap, it's kind of like that.
They have popcorn. It's free. It's stale. You can have some. But anyway, he's like, so he's on the date with her, and he's like, no, I've got it. He pays the check, and of course the woman is like, oh my God, he just lost his job, and he's gonna take me to dinner. And 99. She blew him in the fucking parking lot of the 99. I'm just saying. You want some moves?
It's the best deal in town.
Yeah, this is what you do, gentlemen. Okay. This is how you get a blowjob. You make a date. Week later, I'm so sorry. I lost my job. Can't afford to take you out. Woman's like, offers to pay. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
See, I kind of like, but like the girl, like I wanted them to live happily ever after. Yeah. But he's not with that girl.
Yeah, because she blew him on the first date, and no guy wants to be with.
And she's such a nice girl. Like I don't want her to get used for a blowjob. And by the way, my friend would never use anyone. My friend is like,
he's a good guy.
In 1992, I crashed his car, and he took responsibility for it.
You're admitting illegal activities.
I think the statute of limitations is up.
You never know with that.
Sorry, I broke the law.
Breaking the law.
I'll never forget that one.
So we go.
Yeah. No. Okay. So there's so many comments here. And like we just need to go. Courtney says that explains a lot. Lisa says I have 3 kids. Their birthdays are 2/24/02, 5/24/05, and 11/24/06. Numbers are a definite thing. And Jojo says Leah here is on the cusp of a Virgo. August 21st. What year?
8.
Yeah, I think that like
the year of 8.
Could it be 2008? Everybody's so
8
fucking young.
BC.
Ha, and she says, I forgot. 383. 8/3/83. August 3rd. My former friend's birthday was the 4th. And Ann says, oh, you made it for Charlie. Yeah, I did. And then Lisa says, white guys have monster dongs too. Just saying. I know. No. Swedish dudes, huge dicks.
She goes by the day.
Stay away from the Swedish. Monster dongs.
Unless they like monster, like Courtney likes a monster dong. Some people like
your intestines are gonna fall out.
Like a nice full
feeling.
Do you
take in the pooper? If you take in the pooper, your intestines are gonna fall out. What? What is wrong with you? What? Do you need a hug?
I don't think it's proper internet etiquette.
None of it is. I'm just saying.
Ask questions.
I occasionally like it in the butt. Nothing wrong with that. And of course, my husband occasionally, probably more than I would occasionally like it, he would like to put it in my butt. And so when he wants to put it in my butt, if I don't want to do it, I just talk about having an inflamed asshole and it turns him off.
That was a whole other episode.
It was. I'm just making that up. I've never been like, oh, I have an inflamed asshole to get out of sex. Like I want to have sex with my husband. I want to have sex more than he does. Okay. So anyway, yeah, no, and stay out of Alabama. The dicks there are way too big for you. What's
It's like you're Dr. Phil, or like, do you? The way you said it. Oh my God, that's a clip and a half for you.
Well, write it down because the
No,
AI
no.
will not pick up on things about my about butts. JoJo's plans, 2 buku. What do we get for $10? One of my, yeah, I agree with you. So that's a line from Full Metal Jacket. Nicole's laughing her head off. Courtney says, how do we really know anyone of any race has monster dongs or not?
She's got data.
Dude, there's data. I've pulled it up more than once. They've covered in the United States. They've covered
State
globally.
by state.
Stay the fuck away from
religions,
the Congo. Monster
eye
dongs
color.
to your left, to your right. I'm just saying. And by the way, like, is it racist to say that, like, I'm afraid of big dicks and I am particularly concerned about the Black community? Maybe. But I will say this. If you look at the statistics globally, most of them are in Africa and Sweden and Alabama. Just saying. If you want that, that's good. But for me, too much. I will be your friend. I will love you and forever. But if I'm sexually attracted to you, it's a problem. Could you imagine being sexually attracted to someone, like being in love with someone,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden your parts just don't fit together?
I don't know what you would do.
It wouldn't work out.
Maybe you find a different way to connect. I don't know. What the hell do I know?
I guess like you can improvise and use toys and whatnot. And actually, this is a great question for the lesbian community. They could help us out with that one. But I like,
because their parts don't go together.
Well, it's different than what.
Unless there's a
they
scissoring.
They can do you only scissor if you have a butt plug in with an epileptic and a strobe light. If you don't understand that, you're gonna have to watch old episodes. Go back to the beginning because we talked about that a lot. And then are there wiener polls supposedly like this water
like these voter polls they say exist?
Yeah, no, there's I guess, well, maybe doctors do them.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
know. But if you Google it, it's yeah.
Well, apparently they did one in like the 30s or 40s. I think it was a Kinsey report. They just mailed people like a card, and you just put your wiener on there and like
you like trace it.
Well, you kind of trace. But I also read a thing that probably a lot of guys lied.
It didn't look like it by the numbers I saw because you're way bigger than most of those numbers on there. Congratulations.
Well,
friendship.
I'm moving to Alabama.
No, you're not.
So, favorite movies and CDs. She said, I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
JoJo was asking.
Our favorite movies? Fuck. Well, we really want everybody to watch the fucking Toxic Avenger so we can talk about it on the podcast. As a matter of fact, when I talked to my new friends at the beach today,
you told them to watch Toxic Avenger. I could hear you.
Angie and
Janet, Christy. I was calling Janet
Wendy,
and Christy. Wendy, Wallace.
It's either Wendy or
Janice or Michelle.
Angie. I tried so hard to remember this. Angie.
I knew too. They told me their names, and
I said Wendy, but it's not Wendy. It's Heather.
Oh, wait.
It's Angie, Heather, Wendy. Anyway, they were delightful. They were delightful people, super nice, and we talked about the Toxic Avenger. And you know what else we talked about? Fucking juggalos. You guys,
everybody loves that.
We want to be juggalo friends.
All right, Hookah just sent a thing. I'll get to you in a second, Hookah, because I have inside information on that.
Oh shit! And we have so much to get to, and we're not even close. So favorite movies and CDs. So you got to check out Doug Gear songs 1 through 10. It's everywhere you can get music.
It's not available on CD unless I can find a CD burner and burn you a copy. But
so it's Doug Gear songs 1 through 10 on all the places where there's music. If you have a Google Home and you say, "Hey Google, play Doug Gear songs 1 through 10," it will most likely play Doug, but it might play the Arlo Guthrie.
You never know.
Or if you say,
you get what you get, people.
Alexa, play Doug Gear songs 1 through 10. You'll hear my man. He's so good. You're gonna love the album. It's a little bit like it's like you're changing this. Actually, you said this. Yeah. Like you're changing the station in the car, and you got a different song at every station, like different kinds of music.
And they're all good.
I love it. It's so good.
And this weekend, Billy in Peru has asked for a club mix, 1986 sort of 12-inch remix of Perfectville. It's coming together pretty nice.
Well, here's the problem. Billy ghosted us. So I don't know if Billy is.
He's probably out of the country.
Perhaps we're in a fight with Billy. So I don't know. That's a CD. I love bad 80s horror movies. I love an inspirational film like Limitless. I love that movie.
You love Limitless.
I love Sleepaway Camp. Zebo Newton, if you haven't seen it, check that shit out. I'm kind of wishing
Hot Tub Time Machine is one of my all-time favorites, as is the Blues Brothers, as is Trading Places. There's just in a lot of those 16 Candles is a big favorite of mine. Back to the Future, The Aviator, Catch Me If You Can, and Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. And Courtney says my intestines don't fall out, kids fall out. Yeah. And no, we do not do butt stuff. He's way too girthy.
Look, do not, she says. Maybe you're just, you know what? Maybe start with a smaller sized mason jar and just work it.
Did you ever see the video of the mason
jar?
No,
I didn't. I can't look at that.
Some dude got a mason jar up his butt. Do not put anything in your ass that doesn't have a flange.
That's
why you can't put any of these shells up your. Don't know that'll get sucked up there. That will get sucked up there, Doug.
Okay.
All right. So we've got Hookah Bob still owes Capitol Records.
All right. So here's the thing. I talked to a guy that is from my hometown, and I'm like, and he just retired, and I said, well, because I didn't know what he did, so I was asking him. At some point in the late 70s, early 80s, he became like head counsel or something for Columbia House in New York City. And I said, shit, my wife probably owes you a bunch of money because she never bought and so he laid to rest the fact that he goes, hey, don't worry about it. That was his responsibility. He got let go. Nobody replaced him. The company's out of business. All free, clear, and legal. We've heard it here first.
Ooh. Well, it would have been great to use them as a distribution company, but they don't exist anymore.
The problem is that they paid him in pennies that people would tape to the little thing and send in.
I will say that's how I got Ice Ice Baby to the Extreme by Vanilla Ice.
Ding, ding. See, his went ding, 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 ding. The other one went ding, 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 ding.
He was just fucking performing at Busch Gardens. If I had known,
I would have gone to Busch Gardens.
I have I'm going to hang out with Muck Sticky this year, which I already did.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hang out with him more. I'm going to hang out with Post Malone this year. I'm going to hang out with Vanilla Ice this year. I think Kid Rock. We're going to have a good time. And then JoJo says, Full Metal Jacket, nasty as I want to be, 2 Live Crew. When you said to Buku, my phone's sending messages before I'm done texting. My bad, you guys. No worries. I knew exactly what we were talking about. Funny. I listen to 2 Live Crew all the time. Actually, we drive around town playing, hey, we want some pussy.
Hey, we want some pussy.
Hey.
So good.
We also enjoy 3 Blind Mice from Wild and Out.
Yes, we do.
3 Blind Mice, and we're looking for that pussy.
And Big Hooch. She nasty. Big Hooch.
Bust a nut in a cup, and she'll drink that shit up. Oh, that bitch nasty.
She got a vacuum cleaner mouth.
Ass like a dump truck.
Yeah, no, it's really good. But 2 Live Crew kind of took its their whole kind of dirty rap thing from Blowfly, who's a friend of the show and friend of ours, and now rip Blowfly because he's passed on. But we were huge Blowfly fans back in the day. We were lucky enough to see him a couple times at concert. He had lunch at our house. It was fantastic. And if you don't know who Blowfly is, look up Rap Dirty. It was like
the man is a genius.
It's so good.
He was a genius. He was a nut, but he was a genius. I had something to say, and I don't even remember what it was. But Hookah Bob says the first Arthur was Dudley Moore.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, that was a good movie. I
liked them both. I thought they were great. I never saw the remake.
It's hard to tell if he was actually drunk or not drunk or acting drunk. So it was good.
Lisa says I sent you a few pics of what I made. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that.
Little.
And then Nicole says mine's an eggs only.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it feels good. And I just want to show you guys. I had this perfect little stack of shells. Look at this. But I don't think I can do it again. So I don't know why I'm showing it to you.
I don't know. I think you're.
Because I'm high.
Jeez.
My friend Pam went to school with Afro Man, but I like to tell people she fucked Afro Man. Yeah. So Pam fucked Afro Man. That's not really what happened, though. I usually try to be honest with you guys. Every once in a while, there will be something I can't tell you guys, and it makes me so I feel like I'm betraying you.
So we have a lot of exit onlys.
Yeah.
And that was the answer to your question. Do you take it in a pooper?
Now we know.
And
that's a poll of all of our viewers. Does anybody else want to talk about the way they like to text the sex? Do you like to take it in the butt? I do have a lot of things I want to talk about. I do want to talk about a purchase I made.
Oh, your purchase is very, very pertinent to this program.
It is pertinent to the program. So I don't usually wear makeup. I just wear it for the podcast. And
I'm gonna go grab another drink.
It's
80 degrees out here. I gotta go grab a drink. You tell your little story.
You're gonna get electrocuted. Your fan is in fucking water.
No, I know where my fan is.
He has his fan in a bowl of water. It's concerning. His electrical fan is in a bowl of water. Okay, so I have to put my makeup on for the podcast. So usually what I do is I come outside, plop down, try to get the podcast going because we're always scrambling. Like it's always like there's a bunch of stuff to do. It's really like we are putting our heart and soul into it. We hope you appreciate it. We just added a couple of new posts that we're doing. We're adding more content and we really hope you like it. So anyway, I had to put makeup on for the podcast because otherwise I just don't even like appear on camera. And so I had this like Thrive makeup bag, but everything didn't fit in. And I had this mirror that didn't really fit. And I kept getting my fingerprints on it. And it was just a whole thing. So an homage to my youth, I got myself a caboodle. Ladies, if you did not live in when the caboodles came out, you were missing out.
I don't know what a caboodle is until the other day. So
yeah, a caboodle is basically a tackle box for your makeup. It's a tackle box for your makeup. So I bought this. They had it in different colors. So usually a caboodle is like big, like a tackle box, like varying sizes of tackle box. And this is like a little tackle box. It was like, I don't know, $14 or something, $15 off Amazon.
If it's new, why does it look so beat up?
It's fingerprints.
Oh, it's fingerprints. Okay.
And it has sparkles.
Just
check this out. Everything I need to put my face on for the podcast.
Boom,
right
look at
that.
Right
there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. And it's got the mirror, and I won't be touching it to make it dirty. You guys look so beautiful. Look at our messy house. And yeah, if you want to know the products, it's Thrive mascara, 2 a bronzer, a highlighter, a Thrive eyeliner. This is a heated eyelash curler I ordered today because my regular eyelash curler wouldn't fit in here. This is the something tattoo eyeshadow, and I have it in black, and I have a white one I can't find. This is the NARS we talked about. I have the Jane Airedale Photo Finish Primer, which I have not put on yet, or I didn't tonight. And then
did you shower with those sunglasses on your head?
Yes. And this is the blank brow stuff. This is the shit. You just go, if you have thick brows like I do, you just go over them, holds them in place, makes them look darker.
I like a nice thick browed lady.
Yes, and that's why he married me, because it will grow together to be one. And also, I really like this liquid liner. It's called Master Precise. It's actually a cheap product, but it is not loaded with chemicals. It's Maybelline Master Precise all day. Great little product, cheap, doesn't have a bunch of crap in it. So I don't know. That was my little infomercial. I don't make any money if you buy it.
So I'm gonna see because Nicole said Lisa said that she'd sent you some examples of her crocheting. Lisa, do you sell that stuff? Because maybe we could
we have you on.
promo it on it.
We would love to.
So Daniel is back and he calls us something called the BAHs. What does that mean?
Did he say BHs? Oh my God.
Okay, BHs.
Poor Courtney is broken.
So then Lisa still has her caboodle. And Hookah says a guy went to the emergency room with a bunch of plastic horses stuck up his butt. The doctor came out and told his family they were going to keep him all night, but his condition was stable. Nice.
There's a reason why Doug loves you.
She does not like good humor. I swear
Dad
to God.
jokes
Oh my God.
make my vagina shrivel. This is poor Courtney's ankle.
Holy crap.
Poor Courtney. Girl. Oh God. It hurts just to look at. I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm going to take that off camera. Ooh, poor baby. She's like a couple sticks. That's like, looks like it's still on my screen.
What did you do? Use like what did you drop? Like some sort of like,
She's
I don't
like
even know what you
3
would drop.
stitches.
Oh, that's crazy.
Poor thing. Courtney says, "Oh fuck, I see these now. I gotta go to this.
Okay,
I gotta go to this because this is fucking hilarious."
Lisa says, "I do. Depends on what you want." Oh, so she does sell her wares.
We're gonna have to get there. We are getting there. I wanted to go over this because this was one of the topics from today. I just had to share.
Okay, all right. Well, she's sharing.
So, by the way, Courtney is a creator, and if you are not following her, you should. And you can see her name here. She's on Facebook. I don't know where else she is. She has a little shop. As a matter of fact, I want to have a chat with her. And figure out exactly the best way for us to support her. So she posted, many people have regretted taking it. No one has ever regretted not taking it as it pertains to the jabby jab. But of course, some people have to. Of
course, I thought it was funny if I replied, "Your virginity?" ?
Oh. Well,
taking it, regretting taking it, want to take it. didn't take it. Oh,
Yes.
I thought I was pretty funny, but apparently some lady
Well,
did not think I was very
7
funny.
people thought it was hilarious.
Oh.
1 person liked it, and 1 person was angry. Now, I'm not going to like call this person by name, but I will tell you that this person needs to get laid badly. And the funny thing is, of the people, so here's the thing. I realize that sometimes we go too far.
Oh, we always go too
Like,
far.
yeah, no, always.
no
Like
line.
invariably. Like if we haven't offended you yet, we're sorry.
And
we'll
if we
get you
do
next.
offend you, we're
We'll
still
get you next.
like by some stupid thing that we say.
We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We're always
sorry.
joking. We don't we love everybody. We really do. We really love everybody. We want everybody to be happy. We want to bring people together. We want everybody to have a good time. The master haters will tell you that like the highest compliment we can give you is to like give you a hard time. That's how we bond with our friends. So anyway, so I was like stressed about it. So I actually messaged Courtney to be like, hey, did Doug upset you? Like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? And do you want me to apologize? Like whatever. But then I was like, fuck, I'll argue with this bitch all day because it helps Courtney with her engagement. So I'm just fucking egging her on. So anyway, Courtney liked it. And then the horror series, some horror series. That's hilarious. Oh, the honor series. Never mind. So there's all these people that have responses, but Courtney responded in a positive light, and that's the key thing.
Well,
Courtney's a big girl who can stand up for herself.
Courtney has 6 children. I didn't think her virginity was still in play, so that's why I thought it was like appropriate comedy.
Well, if you were if Courtney were a 12-year-old girl, that would be
I'm not going to say that to a 12-year-old girl.
But
she's just the height of a 12-year-old girl. The nature
of our relationship with the Courtney is that we joke about things like this. We all know that she's not a virgin. I'm not a virgin either, nor is Doug.
Not anymore. Not since I came to town.
Not since we got married. I had 4 children without ever losing my virginity.
Finger guns.
I don't know what he's going on about.
Inside joke.
Come more on the camera. Oh, are you talking about finger guns with the big ears?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Okay, so anyway, Courtney said, "You are not funny," to which everybody laughed.
That was very funny.
Everyone. So some people liked it, and most people laughed because they knew she was fucking kidding. If you know Courtney, you know she's kidding. And then, so some cunt that needs to get laid says, "Your wife must be proud talking about other women's virginity." This is a grown woman with the house
like
full
you
of
haven't
kids.
met my wife.
And Doug says, "Have you seen our podcast?" And she says, "No." And considering you're not commenting from your podcast account, nobody would know who you are. The way your comment reads, it's quite off-putting, very cringy. And I assume you're trying to be funny, but yes, it was a goddamn joke, you dumb cunts. Sorry, I can't help myself. And I wrote, sorry, marital hate with Doug and Stacey wrote, "Oh, his wife would tell him he'd have to get in line behind her. Courtney is hot as fuck. Although I don't know any women that would want to experience this again," meaning your virginity. P.S. This is his wife. She would tell you that you should consider taking up meditation, cannabis, or some other stress relief technique. Courtney is the little sister Doug has always wished he had. He genuinely cares about her and is joking. Courtney knows that. Courtney also knows that Doug would never intentionally hurt anyone. Courtney is a big girl and who can take care of herself. In fact, my girl is a total badass. Frankly, if I were her, I'd be upset with you for defending me. It's insulting. Have a wonderful night, and I wish you peace, love, and happiness. So, a
couple people liked it.
One person liked it, and the person commenting did not like it. And she said, "Yikes, have a good day. This is just getting strange. Yikes. But I want my friend to have the engagement." And so I said, "I'm going to be pretty defensive with a man who has been my constant caregiver for 10 years and is the most respectful man you will ever meet in your life." She laughed at that instead of being like, "I'm so sorry that you have needed a caregiver for 10 years.
I should type back and say, "Well, apparently nobody wanted your virginity, and it's a sore subject."
Courtney, how much engagement do you want on your wall? We'll just fucking keep going. We will go. I'll comment from my personal account. Tracy will come. No. I'd have to ask her nicely, but she loves to stir the pot. But anyway, she keeps going. "Defend all you want. What you allow in your marriage is on you." Yeah, I allow my husband to make a joke with one of our friends who has a sick sense of humor, who knows us through our dirty podcast.
Who we know her husband. We know that she has 6 kids.
It's a bizarre stance. Sounds a bit Ashley Madison of y'all. Hashtag swingers. It's on our podcast. We're not swingers, but we do love the swingers. We love the juggalos. We like anybody
they're
who's
not mad at my
uptight,
virginity
fucking
jokes.
judgmental cunt. And she says, yuck, someone else's yum. You do you. I never stand for my husband talking to any other woman sexually. What's sexual about your virginity? I just want to say that. Y'all remember losing your virginity? There was nothing sexual about it.
Yes,
it was
folks.
like,
I wanted to cheat on my wife with Courtney to take her virginity after her 6th kid, because that's the sweet spot.
Courtney and many others have told us it snaps right back.
Oh.
You've had sex with somebody who's had a vaginal delivery. Does it snap right back? I've not had a vaginal delivery.
What did Chemik say?
Ass feels different, but that's not the ass. It feels different. Are you saying it feels different?
I'm just saying, but like, you're not comparing it like the day before and the day after. You're not comparing that.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of remember, kind of a situation. It's it's different. I'm sure it's different for all lady friends.
Okay, but did you
Maybe
have
it's better?
Did you have enough sex with the same person both before and after a vaginal delivery that you could speak intelligently?
Yes, but I don't want to tell tales because that's just rude. Look at me, respectful Doug from her post. Look at that. All right, so go back to the original post. Who regrets taking it? Who regrets not taking it? Nobody regrets. Like,
you do, you sis. I'll never stand for talking sexually. And then some guy had chimed in at some point, but I think he pulled his comment. She said, "Super sensitive. Nah, have the day you deserve. People like you are why they choose the bear." Which is funny because all I'm seeing on the internet now is videos of bears in captivity, which makes me think that they're trying to escape all these fucking feminist women. But that's a whole other story. I think Doug takes a different stance on that than I do, if I'm not mistaken.
On what, the bear?
The bear in the woods with the woman. Like, I feel like it's just illogical.
I think it's a good teaching moment to say, hey, look, men should be better than they are. If all these
I understand
women
that, but why?
But it's easy to pick on the men.
Yeah, well, like, why do we feel the need to vilify men? Why do we feel the need to divide people? Like, there are bad men, there are bad women. They're
bad bears.
Why don't we ever talk about the bad women?
Yeah, bitches.
Why don't we ever talk about the bad women? Women who make up shit about men that is completely untrue. Why don't we ever talk about that?
I'm making that face from that girl in the meme.
Why don't we talk about women who are abusive to men? We're talking about women who put their kids in the fucking mill. I'm not saying women are bad. I'm not saying men are bad. I'm saying we all suck sometimes. And I'm not dividing people. I'm going to say, let's come together in our suckage.
Yeah, let's
we
be
can
excellent.
suck on each other. Suck on each other.
I saw a thing, actually. I'm
not done with this conversation.
No, keep going, because I'm going to share a thing.
If you say so, whatever justify. I said, if you look at the comment, Courtney laughed at it because she's an intelligent person who can take a joke. If you say so, whatever justifies your bizarre behavior. Bizarre behavior.
Wow.
My bizarre behavior is exactly
why
I'm
nothing
friends
to do with our bizarre behavior.
Hear me out. My bizarre behavior is exactly why I'm friends with Courtney. Engaging with her wall on some idiot helps her algorithm, which she thought was funny. And then she says, stay classy as a way to promote your podcast. Bless your heart. I do appreciate the bless your heart. I know what you mean by that. You mean fuck you, cunt, but I still appreciate it. I take it people with their actual words. And then the Darth Wombat guy, I don't know what he said, but I liked him. I said, it doesn't help me to engage on your page. It helps Courtney. My podcast is literally a fucked up podcast for fucked up people. So it's actually perfect. I guess I'll screenshot this whole thing as a prime example of folks who should not watch our podcast. Would you like to do a video too? Like tell everybody how terrible we are and how we should never watch our podcast. Pretty please. Which makes me think of Barbara York.
Oh, Barbara York was the best.
This podcast is a waste of precious time.
I'm signing out.
So I gave Darth Wombat a follow, and she said, you're out here name calling and attacking others. I didn't call anyone a name. It has nothing to do with you helping Courtney. Don't be, I did say idiots on the internet. Don't be a see you next Tuesday. I'm not in the mood. I said idiots. She called me a cunt. I think evidence would demonstrate that nobody's perfect.
But I had no idea that this went on this long.
Oh, if I wasn't at the beach today, if I wasn't swimming in the Gulf of Mexico today, I would have had time to reply to you.
I can't even.
However,
why do you bother?
I was collecting seashells while I swam in the Gulf of Mexico, while my friend of 35 years who brought me a prayer quilt that her entire church prayed for me and made. And by the way, I usually swim with dolphins at that beach. While all that was happening, You were still commenting. So thank you for helping Courtney's algorithm court. If I remember tonight before I go to sleep, I'll stir the pot some more. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Listen, I am nice to people. I'm compassionate to people, but I'm going to fucking defend people. If you come for someone I care about, and it was not always if you came for me, I was going to defend myself. But if you come for somebody I care about, I'm fucking done. That's it. Nope. It's hard stop. It's not happening. So,
I will defend that was a funny comment on that post till the day I die. I thought it was funny.
It was hilarious. And Courtney said it was hilarious, but unless you changed your mind.
Yeah. Courtney, is this still funny or are you just mad about your leg?
Darth
being chopped up?
said, nah, you're married to a bear. And then he said, LOL, imagine choosing the bear because you're so emotionally fragile and as to judge strangers for doing what you do. You can tell you make shit sandwich. And she said, I'm not the single one, here, child. So I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to have some fun with it tomorrow. Yes.
I don't know what the hell is going
Let's
on.
see what the people in the comments have to say.
I think, yeah. Oh, Daniel sent a clip of Saturday Night Show. Love to see it. We saw some great bands last Thursday, Daniel. I tell you, some good stuff.
Oh, we got to pull Nicole's up stuff too.
Yeah.
What is about the hookah bob? That's funny, hookah bob. You ain't right.
You ain't right. Does that mean he ain't right in the head?
Like he's not right in the head.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
And then I just sent you a clip from Saturday Night's Show. Can't wait to see it. And Jojo says that's Facebook. That's why I don't like that shit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then Lisa says Kegels. Just got to do your Kegels. Well, yeah. I have the weights too. I haven't used them in a while.
On behalf of men, thank you.
And Ann says, I'll fucking comment just because. Thank you. That's hilarious. Let's help. Listen, when you have an argument on somebody's wall, it just helps their engagement. So you're helping them. Like anytime an idiot comes along and wants to fight with you, like I don't like to go to the negative place, but it helps you in the algorithm. So it's like, which do you do? And so for me, like I'm not gonna just like go after people, but I will poke the bear a little bit.
Yeah, you will.
I'm not gonna be like you're a cunt. I mean, I just did, but like, I'm not gonna like come and like I'm not saying your name or anything, but yeah, that's how I feel. But I'm not gonna like just because you feel some way and what you convey are two very different things, right? Like if I feel some way, I think I should get like a reward for not telling people how I feel. Like you
always tell people exactly.
I do not. I have not called that woman. You guys have read that. I read it to you. If you need the context, it's on Courtney's wall. It's public. It's.
You know what? After all this, Courtney, I don't even want to take your virginity. How's that? This lady on the internet? How's that?
It might be great. She's probably doing Kegels 24/7.
Goddamn funny. I swear to God.
And I finally found out the meaning of the bear tonight. LOL. You know what I recommend you do? Instead of worrying about this bear, woman, woods nonsense, because now all the bears are coming out of the woods because they don't want to deal with crazy bitches. Right? Who don't realize, like, the vast majority of men are not going to harm you. The vast majority of bears would.
I wonder if the bears sit there and like, hey, all right, so would you rather have some bitch up in here in the woods or dude?
I'm sorry. One thing I know about men in the woods is they do not give a fuck about women. Men in the woods are there to be there with other men in the woods to do gay shit. Like really gay shit. Brokeback Mountain shit. I've never seen that movie, but is that what they do?
I don't know. I never saw it either.
But they're doing men stuff if they're in the woods. They want to go deer hunting stuff. Or shooting. Like they're not
eating
thinking
stuff.
About you. The bear though, I don't know. You piss it off.
The bear lives there. It's like it's easy supposed to be there.
Telling you, a dude wants nothing to do
with
it.
How did the bitch get in the woods anyway?
Can't even say that.
According to Harrison Butker from the Kansas City Chiefs, the woman should be in the goddamn kitchen and be in a traditional. I swear to God,
he's kidding.
It's caused
do not
an
come
uproar.
for him. He is kidding.
I'm repeating what Harrison.
I understand
Butker
that, but
this
is the kind of thing that happens. And
that's right. They'll just take the clip and I'll be canceled.
Picketers out front. Hookah Bob says bad publicity is better than no publicity. That's right, baby. And then caring, understanding, normal, thoughtful. That's a compliment. That's oh, yeah. Listen.
Did you read Daniel's? Daniel's the other one.
I refuse to give power to words. And Daniel says when women falsely accuse men, they are making it difficult for women who are legitimately need protection.
Ain't that the truth?
Amen. Yep.
Look at that. Yep. So when you
Yeah.
were
Or like when people say like throw a word racist around, like act like
throw a
people
lot of
you're
words around.
racist, you're racist, you're racist. There's real racism that occurs. Like, let's not worry about the vernacular people use and their words. They're just fucking words. Let's worry about how people treat one another. Because I'll tell you this, I may say crazy fucking shit that I should not fucking say, but I have nothing but love in my heart for everyone. And maybe sometimes I'm like, you're a cunt, but still love you, still want the best for you. Maybe I don't want you in my life. Or maybe I want to poke the bear because I'm being a brat.
Oh, maybe. Well,
Pray for me.
You were talking about all this stuff, and why can't just, there's a lot of great men in the world.
Still gotta get back to
all this other stuff. Anyway, so I saw this graffiti the other day, and since you guys all know that I'm a old time punk rocker.
Are you?
I saw this graffiti, and I'm like, this is good graffiti right here.
Oh, was that at what do you call it?
Yeah, kindness is punk. And it is. And the whole idea behind it is that you be excellent to each other, and like Bill and Ted said.
We should use that in the podcast, in the clips. So save that for me.
Okay. Kindness is punk. And it is, because that's, yeah.
All right. Nicole said she sent me something, but I think she probably sent it to
Marital Hate. So you have to go.
Because I think she sent me some of her wares.
So,
dude,
I'm sorry about the tangent that my wife went on because of a comment that I made, and I was trying to be very funny. But I will say this, sometimes the tirades are pretty funny.
I just got some texts. I'm going to jump on. Oh. There you go. I can't read this out loud.
Okay. That's fine. There's also a dick pic, so I don't know what to make of that.
Okay. What else do we have? Okay, so we're up to date on that. Nicole, I'm trying to find our thing. It's really hard to understand. There's like a MAGA thing, or like strange. I really need to take like some sort of a class. We've just been figuring this out as we're going along, and it's troublesome. So
when you look for that, all right, so it's like 80-something degrees out here tonight. So and it's fairly humid, and we've been at the beach all day, and we're kind of hot. So anyway, so she has a fan, and I
wait. Can I tell you? I left it on. Batteries went dead.
So we just got new batteries.
Look
at that thing; it's humming away. So I got the other fan, which she had been using. So I figured, I'm going to do a little test. So I figured I got my little thermometer, and I measured the air coming out of the fan, and it was measuring at about 80 degrees or something like that. So right now it's in the low 80s, like 82. So I said, I'm going to put a bowl of ice behind it, so that the air coming into the fan is cooled by the ice and see it. And I measured it, and it was actually a little cooler. Sure. It was only like 0.3% cooler, but it was cooler. So anyways, then now and it just melted because it's hot out here. And
yeah, but he had the
fan. I had the fan in the ice.
In the ice. So we're all gonna die.
We're not gonna die. It's out of there now.
You guys, I'm starting to freak out. Last week we had like 200 people. Today we have 43. What are we doing wrong?
Probably that lady called a bunch of people.
I figured it out.
Courtney's back. She's all stitched up. She's ready to go. She's doing her Kegels.
All right, here we go.
She's got her virginity back. She's all good to go.
Does anybody really want their virginity back? Yeah. Look at this.
Oh.
I love that.
Oh, that's smart.
Cool shit. That's amazing.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Girl, you're talented. If I didn't live somewhere so fucking cold, I would buy some shit. We'll find something else to buy though.
Maybe anybody wants some wares?
Shit, I should probably pull that off the screen because people tell me crazy shit all the time.
No, they
Courtney says,
they spill their guts.
Back.
She's back. She's all stitched up. She's ready to go.
And that was Lisa that sent you. LOL. I don't even know what that means, but okay.
What, the text? Or was the text from somebody else?
I don't even know who the text was from, to be completely honest with you.
Well, she said it was from Lisa that sent you that.
Could be. And I'm confusing Wendy and Lisa with the ladies from the beach today.
Wendy.
They were cool. Lisa. They knew about the ICP and the Juggle of the
They knew everything. Yeah, they were awesome.
To meet them. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think I even said goodbye. I suck.
Sorry. Well, they have the show, so hopefully they'll drop in.
Yeah, I gave them stickers. Hey, if anybody wants a sticker, I am going to make a post office run this week. I got to sit down and do some.
It's called the PO run
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you'd like a
shell,
email us.
A shell, we'll send it to you.
Send us your email at maritalhate@gmail.com, and we will just send your address. I'll send you a sticker. Actually, I have packages as I'm sending out to Nicole and a couple of other folks. Yeah, these shells are really awesome. They really are.
I don't know how they fit in your swimsuit.
There's a lot of things I don't know how they fit in my swimsuit. And then there's hashtag Elizabeth Montgomery is trending, which is funny because it didn't turn blue when it hashtagged for some reason. Can you tell the people about Elizabeth Montgomery, please?
Elizabeth Montgomery is an all-time lady crush of mine. As you might know her as Samantha on the program Bewitched. She died in the mid-90s. She was hot as F, but she was kind of like Girl Next Door, hot as F.
Well, she looks, if any of you know my friend Andrea, she looks a lot like my friend Andrea did back in the day. I may have a picture of her somewhere and I may get in trouble if I share it, so I'm not going to. But I do want to show you this picture so you can see how hot Samantha from Bewitched was.
Yeah.
Check that shit out.
Yeah.
But the problem for me is I think of Andrea when I see this, and now I'm like having like inappropriate thoughts about my friend. That's not okay. What are you pulling up?
I gotta pull up. I have a couple of favorites.
She's like a smoke show. And again, my friend also a smoke show, even well into her adulthood.
Okay, hang on. This is apparently available at Walmart if you want to get. But this,
I feel uncomfortable.
She is just like, look at that's Samantha from Bewitched. Holy crap!
It looks like my friend.
Holy crap!
Looks like my friend. Freaking me out. Please take it off the screen.
Anyways, she was like you know how like you have a celebrity top 10. Well, I assert that celebrity top 10 you could go back and get like Rita Hayworth in 1948. You could go back and get Elizabeth Montgomery 1968. You could go back and get like. I don't know, Gloria Estefan before she. No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like whoever you could say, whoever, and then go and name the year, like Julie Newmar in that Catwoman suit from the Batman series. Boom, 1967. Like I don't think you can just have like a celebrity top 10 and stick to it. Like you could go. It opens up the whole thing. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Touching your penis.
Why?
Because I like it.
Well, it would be distracting to me for you to do that while I'm thinking of Elizabeth Montgomery.
Oh, well, I figured she'd do half the work. But the thing that's concerning to me is that this woman who looks like my friend, you also know, are you attracted to my friend?
No. She's a
that's rude.
She's a beautiful friend. She's a married lady. And
you're a human being, though. You see
her.
a beautiful woman. You see a beautiful woman. Hell, I'm like.
Oh, no.
Mostly straight, but I see a beautiful woman. I can say I saw a beautiful woman. I've been with chicks. It's not really my bag.
It's not your bag.
Y'all are drama. Look at this.
All right, so we have some comments here. I'm gonna get back to that. So Nicole wants to make a sticker, a card decal of that kindness is punk. Yeah, you should. That's a good one. I don't know if anybody owns it. Lisa goes to the PO 5 days a week. They probably know you there. Oh, wait. Do you work at a post office? See how I figured I should be a detective.
That would be funny.
Lisa loved watching Bewitched growing up. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I think she's doing
such a good
shipping
show
for her business.
Yeah, and then Nicole says Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy is a celebrity crush.
Actually, it's funny because that came up over the weekend. We're gonna go over all the social media stuff. That will be fun. Can you do me a small favor? Can you grab me the nipple cream from my drawer?
Grab me the nipple cream, said my wife. That's not breastfeeding. Did you just get a little chapping today or sunburn? What did you get?
My lips are dry, and I put long-wear lipstick on, and long-wear lipstick is very dry.
Do you know where it is in the house?
It's in my nightstand in the bedroom. It's like a bluish tube.
I'll be right back, guys. I know that this is a very important show.
My lips are dry. My lips are dry. Please help your wife. Thank you. Oh, wait till y'all hear this one. Speaking of. So, once again, we get a comment. And the comment comes from a viewer. And so, like, over the weekend, we've been putting shorts up on YouTube, which I don't think anybody watches YouTube shorts. I only do because I have to for the podcast. Most people seem to watch TikToks. And, of course, old people like Doug watch Reels. Reels are TikToks from 6 months ago. We post all of our content on all three at the same time. We post it. So if we put a video out, it's on our it's on our TikTok, it's on our YouTube, it's on our Facebook, it's on our Twitter, it's on our Twitter X, and it's on our Instagram. we've gotten in the most trouble so far. TikTok has pulled a lot of stuff, but I've actually won. No, it's definitely in there. It's definitely in there.
You're a pain in my ass. You know that?
Yes. So, in any case, we go live to all of these platforms at once. Sorry that I have the hiccups. So we had some comments come in.
Nipple problems.
It's not a nipple problem. Don't throw things. Lanolin nipple cream is the best lip balm you will ever use. I had seen a TikTok about it. Wasn't my idea. I had seen a TikTok about it. Wasn't my idea. Then I thought to myself, oh my God, that stuff was amazing for your nipples when those little suckers were sucking on them all day. And yeah, lip balm. Get it. You'll thank me later. Better than anything on the market. Try it.
I've tried it before.
And?
Hang on. I'll try it.
Play along at home. Get out your nipple cream. You don't want to have slimy nipples?
It feels like glue.
I can tell you, my lips are like, they have like a combination of lipstick, salt water, and nipple cream. Can you make me another one of those quesadillas after the podcast?
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Do you ever stop with the kneading stuff?
No.
I need my nipple cream. I need Michelle's.
Women
I need
are
my
meant
this,
to
I need my that.
receive, and you're meant to give.
You're
Thank
going to
you
receive
for
something later.
giving. I'm hoping. And that's why everybody hates me. The whole internet hates me.
Did you get to
perfect.
Did you get to these comments that Tracy loved Bewitched? Bewitched was a fantastic show, and that's probably why I wanted to go into the field of advertising like I did, because Darren was awesome, and he had this hot ass wife, and he had a good house, and yeah, it was good. Lisa's Whirling needs some nipple cream too. She said she told me they're sore, and then she's laughing. I think maybe she had some sort of nipple action this weekend.
I'm gonna send this to you.
And then Lisa says they're not chapped, just sore. And no, I'm not pregnant. Apparently, she had a little action this weekend.
Mazel tov.
Good for you,
Douglas. Can you pull up that video I just sent you?
You sent me a video.
Yeah, a YouTube video.
Probably have to.
So you're gonna pull it up on screen and share it. So this is the video that we shared, and of course, anything can be taken out of context. And of course, if somebody made clips of this video, they could make us look like fucking crazy people.
We are
crazy people, but like they could make us look like bad. And even sometimes we make ourselves look bad in the clips. I'm not perfect. Doug's not perfect. We make mistakes, but it was funny. At first, it was funny when we were getting these messages, and then I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Why am I always the bad guy? I'm gonna be like New York on one of these shows, or like whoever's like the bad one."
Right, so here's the clip.
All set. Thank you.
Give me a hotel.
Go ahead. Fine. Have fun. Get hookers. I don't give a shit.
Wow.
I just don't want your negative energy around me. You could just leave the house because you and your bad energy. I'm all set. Thank you.
Give me a hotel.
Go ahead. Fine. Have fun. Get hookers. I don't give a shit.
Wow.
I just don't want your negative energy around me.
So the whole thing was about how I have negative energy. She doesn't want it around, and I said I was going to go get a hotel and have some
I told
ladies
you
over,
to.
and
But
you're like,
here's the
go
thing.
ahead.
Here's the thing.
At least the negative energy won't be around. And guess what happens?
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, folks.
I am a human being with feelings.
Yes.
However, in the course of our...
I thought you were human beings with lots of nerve endings.
Can you just let me tell my
Sorry,
story?
go ahead.
I'm a human being with feelings.
Mm.
And we have to stop getting off on tirades because we can't make clips when there's tirades in the middle of the clip. So I'm going to start over again.
Okay.
I'm a human being. I am imperfect. However, in the sum total of negativity to positivity, Dougie Downer wins on the negativity scale.
Happy-go-lucky.
However, after a prolonged period of time of trying to talk Doug into some positive, and you have seen it here on the podcast. Don't even make that face at me right now. I'm going to kill you. Yeah, I'm so negative.
Yeah,
I'm such a bitch.
Who's the negative one now, Nelly?
I'm the negative one. I'm the negative one. You know what? You people manifested it. I'm going to be a negative person from now on. Actually, I don't care that anybody's here. I hate everybody. Life sucks. We all die.
How am I married to you? Happy-go-lucky.
Rocket Red says, it seems that he's got great energy and she's the one with the negative energy. To which I politely replied, I know, right? She's such a bitch. She being me. And then, of course, I agree.
No way.
That was It's Me, Robin Marie, who agreed. A woman. A woman. It's always nice to have. I don't know. I think Rocket Red is a dude. And then she would be the one leaving. Trust me on that one. I told him if you only knew. And it's true. If he only knew. Speaking of bad energy, why are you spreading this around the internet? Like to put everybody else in a bad mood or what? It's fucking funny. Because I'm kidding.
I wasn't kidding about the hotel.
So I commented, we're joking. Because some people
apparently humor
stupid.
has been outlawed in the internet.
Fucking God. I hate everyone.
Virginity
You're
also
right.
outlawed.
No, they're right. I'm negative. I am so negative. I'm negative vibes. I'm what would you call if Dougie Downer?
Yeah.
What would you call a sad Stacey?
Sad sack Stacey.
You guys have seen that on the podcast before. I've had my bad nights, but I gotta tell you, a couple comments here or there, fine. But when people come at me, it gets to me. I am a human being with feelings. And as a matter of fact, today somebody posted a picture of someone that was not attractive.
Yes.
And had goth makeup on and was obese and was in a very dirty setting and said, describe this person in 2 words. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I said cyberbullying. I'm like, seriously, that's that person. Really that's a human being, and that's going to come back to them. And don't get me wrong, it's there's a big difference between joking and hurting someone's feelings. And I didn't feel like any of those comments were joking.
Oh no.
That was people were taking it very seriously. Did you really think I was serious with my husband when I said that?
Well, if you look at just that clip.
Maybe
they don't people wouldn't understand the gist of
but before you come at somebody, before you come at somebody, don't you want to know what you're looking at?
But in the clip, I'm looking at the clip over here. I'm laughing my ass off.
Oh yeah, because whenever I'm upset, that's what Doug does. He thinks it's hilarious that I'm upset.
Like right now.
Yeah, do you know how many times I've almost burst into tears on the podcast because I was genuinely upset about something?
We were not in that.
No, they're right.
I'm
so negative.
Well.
Could you maybe clarify this for the rest of the world?
With not being negative, it was just our normal banter.
I understand that, but in the world that is Stacey and Doug.
Yes. I have a harder time in the world and being positive than Stacey does.
And I will say this, Doug has been doing much better.
God damn it.
Church helped him a lot.
God damn it.
But we need to go some more. And the beach has helped him a lot. And the podcast. The beach. And Pussy. Pussy has helped him a lot.
That's why I go to the hotel.
Thank you for sending us the picture of yours today, Tracy. We really appreciate it. We're using it as
I can't believe how long Tracy's hair is. That's craziness.
We are using
what are you, Crystal Gale over there in Tic Tac, Georgia?
I was gonna pull up a picture of Tracy's pussy, but I think it's
well, you already did.
It's hiding.
We've already seen it.
Lisa Whirlin, She said I get that every night. And then I love some good nipple action. Oh, Tracy loves nipple action. And Lisa gets them every night. Courtney's also getting some because she's a nursing mom. It's not the kind of nipple action that maybe she wants, although I miss nursing. And then
nursing.
Yeah, the babies. It was fun. Well, it's just a nice bonding time. Yeah. You are one of my favorite people. I am one of your favorite people. Doug's one of your favorite people. Courtney's one of your favorite people.
He never said. Nicole, she never said that. That's a little over the edge.
Sounds like when Nicole and I get booted off TikTok Live. I haven't gotten booted off TikTok Live yet. I really don't understand most of this stuff. I would really love to talk to you guys about what you're doing and how. Let's exchange ideas. And then Tracy says, "I'm going to church for I'm going for the Crystal Gale look."
It's better than the crystal meth look.
Are you gonna get locks like me? Can we be twins? Want to be twins? Do you think Tracy would look good with locks? She's got these John Lennon-esque glasses going on.
Yeah.
I feel like if she had or she could part down the middle and do a whole John Lennon thing where she could.
Well, here's the thing with Tracy. She's just got such a good energy that I think she could
she could pull off anything.
She could shave her head.
She has you can if you're
don't shave your head though. That's a little extreme.
I know this is gonna sound like hippie bullshit.
Oh.
But if you pay attention to the podcast, that there's positive energy exuding from the screen. It's. If you can't feel it, and of course, I was talking specifically about Tracy, but the collective of it all, I feel so much. I know it sounds like fucking hippie bullshit, but I feel so much positivity coming, and radiating into my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hippie bullshit?
Little hippie bullshit. No,
Do you feel it?
No, I feel I
I feel the same way I feel at church when we all like thank each other for coming.
People take time out of their day, and JoJo's quote today was just like she looks forward to having and a lot of these folks are like you look forward to having our little marital hate family time, which is which is perfect. Because even on the weekends, I find I miss it. I miss interacting with the folks and seeing how they're doing and the relative hilarity that these people bring to my life anyway.
We just fucking love you guys. Like we're like when we're it's gonna sound like we're like courting you, but like when we're not with you, we're thinking of you. Like we always like we'll be like, hey, what's Courtney up to? Or what's Tracy up to? What's Ann doing? Like, did you see this post? Did you see that post? We're always like conveying things back and forth. I haven't been on my personal Facebook as much. I'm so sorry for that. I've just been, like I said, we've just been putting we've been podcast ounce of everything we have into the podcast. Like, how many hours a day?
Oof. This weekend it was probably at least
30 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours each day. Probably more on Friday. Yeah. But it's been good. All right, so we have some comments. All Lisa does is they sit there and crochet. She goes and Nicole goes through different filters and reads tarot cards.
So Nicole, you had done that, and I'd seen you do it, but I didn't see you do it with. I don't know who you did it with. Was it? Did I watch you guys the other day? I watched Nicole do it with someone the other day, and I couldn't understand what you were doing, and I saw you crocheting, so I think I saw that, and I didn't understand it. So we need to have a chat.
But we watched it anyways, and we liked it. Wednesday is Nicole's birthday, and she will be able to go live on TikTok again. May I be the first one on this show to wish you a happy birthday? And we will.
Yes, very happy birthday. What day is your birthday?
It's on Wednesday.
Wednesday
Coming up.
Can you write that down? So we remember?
I will. And by the way, we have a concert tomorrow night, but we're trying to figure out the logistics of this thing. If we can do a show from down there, whatever. It's a friend of mine that's touring, and I'd really like to go down and see her. I haven't seen her since I was a kid, actually. So we may be here tomorrow night. We may not.
We have to make a decision and tell these people.
Tracy has a pilar cyst, so no shaving of her head. I don't know what that is, but I'm sorry that you have that.
Sorry.
Lisa has Wednesday off. She's good to go. Courtney is loving because we're good people, except for me. I'm not that good. That was her on the live stream the other day. And no apologies necessary. We know where to find you on Facebook. She was doing card pulls.
Not everybody does. Where's JoJo?
She's doing card pulls. And then whoop whoop, happy birthday, Nicole. And I'm getting through all these. Hoping to be able to go to the Timberwolves game. Very nice. And Nicole says thank you. And then Tracy says just gives you a lumpy head. Oh, you know what? You could go fool phrenologists.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking Twitter account.
God damn you. I don't even have Twitter on my phone.
Not Twitter, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Because I wanted to read that comment because it was the nicest thing anybody could possibly say.
Not a lot of people make phrenology jokes.
I made one the other day.
Did you?
I told Nicole that she could. I told not Nicole. I told
what kind of noise was that?
I make noises sometimes when I'm frustrated. I'm like a
like
you
peanuts,
know that I'm feral.
Like, oh wait, Nicole says my freaking dog has gas. She stinks, and then a poop emoji.
Oh my god, my cousin had a dog.
Thanks for sharing that, because
my cousin had a dog that would fart, Shiner, and she would clear the fucking room.
Shiner. That's why I don't have a dog.
You don't have a dog because we can't have one in our lease. Activities, new followers, inbox.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to read
the air.
I want to read this message because I think it was beautiful, and it. Oh geez. I don't want to read everything because I don't want to disclose her personal information. But she said, she liked her videos. By the way, follow JoJo Buxom on TikTok. Sweetheart of a girl, we love her. Buxom. And all y'all should be following each other anyway. And then she said. So yeah, listening to you and Doug chatting with everyone else, making my little bullshit videos, and my only form of entertainment, communication, and therapy. I can't wait for tomorrow's podcast. I'm not going to disclose her personal information. I'll be able to watch the live show tomorrow night, and I can't wait for what crazy, funny shit will be focused the discussion. Laughing my ass off.
Right now it's Nicole's dog.
And she's got a whole comment here which I have not read, but I will. She's like the erectus set like in front of him.
So Hookah Bob says, is it late enough to start typing random questions for you to throw off?
Totally.
So I think that's what just happened with Nicole. She's like, I'm gonna write about my gassy dog and see if they mention it on there, which we did. So Nicole's dog is named Chevy, and she's my service animal.
Oh my God, I need a helper monkey.
And Tracy says, what a great name. And what kind of dog is she? It's a gassy dog.
We love animals.
It's a gassy dog.
That's a breed.
So
I will say this, Hookah Bob, you don't understand. We have such wicked ADD. We're constantly confusing ourselves and all over the place. It makes it a little hard to make clips, but that's why the live show is fun. But you can, like, I will tell you this, you can go back and watch every episode. And if you comment, we'll comment back. But here's the thing. We don't usually watch the podcast back. Lately, we're making clips. But even when we make clips, we're not really watching the podcast because we'll use AI to make them sometimes. When we go back and watch the podcast, especially me, I'm like, I can't believe I fucking said that. What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's mostly you, but sometimes I'll say
every once in a while, like, dog, you can't say that.
Also, Hookah, what happens that she has to take her cannabis for pain probably around around 6-ish or whatever.
6.
So as the show goes on,
I'm higher and higher and higher. Yeah. Depending on how much I take, though.
So
I've been not high in the podcast. I'm only a little high right now. Like I'm on that like blah 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 blah.
But like as the show goes on, you might get a good answer to a question.
I've decided to replace the regular Jeep Wave with the titty out.
Yeah. She was like driving down. She's like, bloop. There you go, kids.
Titty out.
But that.
I think that's a good idea. I wasn't going to cover my nipple when I was on the highway, though. I was just gonna.
You were gonna really like just. Yeah, she was trying to do it.
We've already had one,
but
she
on the podcast. Decided that if she did it to a woman, the woman would complain. Guy's not going to complain.
Why do women have to be so awful to other women? I just don't get it. Like, the comments about their appearance, how, like, why does anybody have to be shitty to anybody? Yeah, I look like Courtney Love, and not in a good way. Stacey's so terrible. But like, can I just be serious for just a second here? Like, no, I'm actually being serious. Don't make a joke. Stop it.
I'm biting my tongue.
For the last, pretty much since I got my disability, since I got my diagnosis, I've been suicidal. I thought like it was going to be 2 weeks of antibiotics and I'd be fine. By the way, this is your Lyme disease awareness plug. This
is really serious.
Yeah, it's serious. I told you I was going to be serious for a minute.
Yeah, right.
So, it was, 10.5 years ago, I got my Lyme diagnosis, and my life has been devastated by this stupid illness. It's Lyme Disease Awareness Month. That's why I'm saying that. I don't want you to feel bad for me, but that's just the reality of my life. It's been really fucking hard, and I've lost pretty much everything, and except this knucklehead, who I got like briefly before I got my diagnosis. Like we had just gotten married.
Well, I took care of that virginity thing.
Yep, he did, and he has been my constant caregiver for the last 10 years. As I have lost everything, he has had to
substitute
go through pure hell. He has to be two of us, really. And I'm a lot of woman to replace. So, but if anybody is up to it, it's you, honey. So,
So you were suicidal 1 minute, and then I was the greatest thing that ever happened.
I've been suicidal since with my illness. I've been suicidal for many years, and over the last couple of years, particularly, as a matter of fact, this time last year, I should be dead. Like fully planned to kill myself. Wrote my obituary. Sat my husband down. Said, "Listen, let's go to Disney World. Then when we get back, I'll kill myself, or you can come back and I'll stay here and kill myself." He cried like a bitch, and so I didn't. And all week he keeps saying
may have happened
awful things like, "See, if you had killed yourself, you wouldn't get to swim with dolphins and meet Milk Sticky."
See what I'm talking about? Yeah, lust for life, baby.
But then I've got fucking idiots on the internet saying shit about the way I look.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck the idiots. The reality is it gets to you after a while. And so if you're fucking saying shit about people on the internet, don't fucking do it. And I don't know. Is my poking the bear of the cunty cunt? Is that the same as what these people are doing? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's
time, but whatever.
Well, but the thing is, it helps Courtney. I know I shouldn't
does.
do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to walk away. Sorry, Courtney. You're going to have to fix your own algorithm.
Yeah, Courtney.
But I got to tell you, I had it happen
Your
on
foot.
the Cape Coral page today too. It's fucking ridiculous what people do. So somebody had posted, if you, as y'all may recall, what was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I had posted a video of me taking a corner. It was a week ago. Me taking a corner in the Jeep and yeeting a bunch of shit out on the middle of fucking the intersection of Santa Barbara and Cape Coral Parkway. Fucking case of Smart Water, Fox,
right out the back of the Jeep.
and almost a case of Clearly Canadian. Oh my God, I would love a Clearly Canadian. In any case, I posted online. I said some idiot almost lost their load on the blah, blah, blah. It became this whole thing about not securing the load properly. And I explained to them that my husband, although technically I may have secured it, but my husband may have loaded the car, but I assure you it was my driving. They insisted it was load securing. And I asked them if I had flipped the Jeep over, would it be because the load wasn't secure then?
Look, if one thing I know for sure is that this lady knows how to handle a load.
Friendship for everyone.
Friendship for everyone.
And thank you very much for your kind words, I guess. So this motherfucker posts this dashboard video today. I have no idea who it is. They're just posting a video. Oh, that's not even the same. Is that the same one? No, this is a different one. Sorry, bear with me just a second.
As we scroll.
People in Cape Coral like to complain about other people's fucking driving as if like complaining on the internet is going to change everyone's driving. At least once a day, there is a complaint about somebody's driving. So in any case, I can't find the stupid fucking clip, but this guy posts a video of him driving and somebody pulls out and whatever. The thing that's funny is he was flying because you could see him passing cars and he ran through a yellow light and then this car does this and he's blaming the other car.
Yeah.
And so other people are watching it now and they're coming at him and they're like, dude, you were like, you flew past that truck.
That's right.
You blew through a yellow light. You're in no place to talk about other people's fucking driving. And so, and I'm just like, and I just commented because I didn't like realize who it was because I just don't think about it. You're not important enough to me. The only people that matter to me are Doug and the Master Haters, and a couple other people. And so the guy is like, I commented, it's oh, now we don't just have comments about bad driving. We have videos that will teach people to drive better. Funny fucking comment that I make every single time some idiot complains about driving. Like I can understand, hey, there was an accident, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. If you saw it, please contact the police. I was in it.
That's a good use
Something
of the
like
page,
that.
yes.
But fucking just, it's not your therapist. The page is not your therapist. If you want to have a therapist that's on the internet, start a podcast and bitch about your life every night to the internet. After you spent the day at the ocean, you with your first world fucking problems. If it makes you any consolation, I broke my toe. I've been sick for almost 11 years. We currently have no money coming in.
Working on it. We're working on it. I got 50 cents. I got 58 cents income right now from my album.
58 cents.
That's right. 58 cents.
A year?
Tavos.
How much of your life did you work on that?
Probably all my free time over, pretty much all my free time over 2 years, at least. But some of those ideas I've had
really
for
like a year and a
ages.
half.
I've had some of those ideas for songs since
It's like how I really
80s, 90s.
It's like how I took a few classes and then graduated in college in 3 years. I just say I graduated in 2 years.
So
I actually graduated in, like I say, I graduated in 3, but it was really like 2 1/4.
Yeah. So we have some other comments.
Yeah, please pull up the comments. But I wanted
so
to. So the guy comes back. So I said, this will teach people how to drive.
Yeah.
And the guy comes at me and he's like, "You're the idiot could do your load," or whatever, like quoted me for calling myself an idiot, whatever the fuck it was. And it's the guy from last week coming at me. He remembers me. Like he's got so much time on his hands that he's memorized my name. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, do you need a hug? Nothing. Sure you want a hug? Want a hug? I might just do it right now. You want a hug? Or am I being a bully? Is it being a bully to give it back to someone who is giving it to you? Should I just walk away? Sometimes I feel like I should.
Well,
last year I said it was going to be the year of the Stacey where we called people out for being fucking shitty.
Yeah, this year.
This year what?
It's the year of the cat.
I don't know.
That was a 70s song.
This year we're trying to focus on being the best selves that we can be.
Best selves. All right, so our best selves have people like JoJo. The personal information, when you edit it in her thing, makes her sound like a lunatic.
Oh yeah, well I didn't want to share your personal information. I felt bad even reading that, and I'm sorry. I hope it was okay. But if you want me to read the whole message, I would love to. I would love to use that as a thing.
This thing. Hugo Bob says, "Do you know why you never sit in a chair in a hotel room?"
Yeah, sex.
What?
Sex
People
part.
have sex in
People
that.
sit bare ass and they get their duty on the chair, and all other kinds of reasons.
I need to bring my black light next
I
time.
want an RV for this very reason. Hookah
So-
Bob has an RV. He has a class.
Does he really? Oh,
We want to fucking.
Oh, Hookah,
we
living
want
large.
a leisure travel so bad. But listen, if we could like come stay in your
We're
RV,
not staying in
No,
Hookah
hear me out.
Bob's RV.
hear me out. If we could come rent your RV one weekend, like stay in your RV, like I would love that because Doug's never camped before. We were gonna do it like online, but I'd rather give you the money.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
But
But we'd have to really vacuum because we're allergic to cats. Go ahead.
I'm not coming, Bob. She's full of
Oh.
crap.
Hookah Bob loves pussy.
Who doesn't? Nicole says, Tracy, she's a chai pin, 3/4 Chihuahua and 1/4 Min pin.
How the
That's
fuck
a
do you
kind
do
of
that?
duck. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. That's got to
What's
be
going
some
on
sort
with
of.
my sticker?
I don't know.
Feels like it's coming up
I
already.
don't know. Jojo says, Hookah Bob, I ruined my fucking credit on the Columbia house, but I got some sweet CDs. I bet you got Ace of Base back in the day.
I got Ace of Base.
Of course, everybody got Ace
I
of
got
Base
Ace
from
of
that thing.
Base. I got
My friend Paul got Ace of Base, and I was laughing
Please
at him.
Hammer Don't Hurt Him.
Yeah,
To the
oh, yeah.
Extreme by Vanilla Ice.
You probably got that Paul Abdul album.
I got some sort of
Um,
mashup album, like one of those like jock jams kind of things. It wasn't jock jams, but something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
Because remember they used to have That's What I Call Music.
Yeah,
1,
I
2,
had
and
all
3.
of those.
Yeah. Courtney says, I was sitting back like, dang, this bitch really thinks Doug is serious.
Right?
I mean, how am I serious taking?
Like I get it.
A
Like
woman
it's
with
all this
6 kids,
age of like
I don't-
women's empowerment.
I don't know
and,
how
like,
that
men
works.
are evil and let's divide
Yeah.
people by genders because
Yeah.
doing it by race and religion and color and whatever the fuck else is not like that's not fucking bad enough. Let's add the genders to it too.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because
Let's make up
I'm
extra-
funny.
And you know what? If we make up extra genders, we can piss off everybody. If you make up extra genders, you can piss off the men, you can piss off the women, you can piss off the conservatives, you can piss off the religious people,
Yeah.
like everybody. If you make up a gender, everyone's gonna be divided. Yay, that's what we want.
So Tracy says you're living rent free in his head. I feel like it depends on the situation. So whether you keep
you
that
know
or
what?
not.
With the cost of real estate in Cape Coral,
Right. Yeah, you can live there.
that's
Yeah.
probably living rent free in someone's house.
In your head, yeah. Hookah Bob says that's the cuck chair. Is that like where the husband sits while some guy comes in the hotel room and fucks his wife? That's kind of messed up. Oh, beautiful Nicole. That sounds nice. Can't forget
I'm
Kenny G.
just gonna
I didn't get no Kenny G. You got Kenny G? That was some good on the spot Kenny G. Tracy wants to know if does she have the blue tongue?
What is that?
I don't know. It seems like the
That's some sort of a sex
lesbians
toy?
are all about the tongue.
I would like
apparently.
a blue tongue.
So anyway, the
My uncle had a purple tongue because he had like yeast on his tongue. It's
Well,
a weird conversation.
we
to
talk
have.
about yeast a lot on this podcast,
Well,
but she's talking about the goddamn dog. I don't say goddamn. She's a beautiful like little min pin, whatever.
oh, that's what the
So,
blue tongue
yeah,
comes
yeah.
from.
So
Can I
then
tell you a story about blue tongue though? real quick?
Tracy, yeah, she's got the colors and markings of the min pin.
Oh,
Nicole
fancy.
says, and then we got 2 more comments. Tracy, not really. She's more pinkish purplish, and Bob says, "Yup." Oh my goodness.
Somebody just sent us a picture of the dog. All right, let me just tell you this.
Yes.
I lived with my aunt and uncle. I got moved around a lot as a kid, removed from the state, blah, blah, blah. And I have an aunt and uncle who what?
Tracy's comment. Tongues and nipples we're all doing great tonight. Nice. Whatever you need to do. Yeah.
Nipple cream.
Sticky.
I can guarantee you that this company will not endorse this podcast.
Probably not.
In any case, if
Are you
do
a
know-
nice family show talking about
Yeah, I
bringing
mean,
up
we need
children?
to like smut peddlers, like anybody who
I
like
don't know what
sells
we
like pornography, payday loans, gambling,
bail bonds.
bail bondsmen. That's our pawn shops, sex toys. That's our sweet spot right there.
Yeah.
That's right. There's
Leather goods.
There's a lot of money in those industries. We
um,
love the dirty
by
people.
the hour motels.
There you go. I want to tell my story
Go.
about my
Go.
uncle's black tongue.
I want to hear about this.
so
I'm
I had
a
been
little
shipped-
afraid about this, but
I had been summarily dismissed from my position in my family, removed and implanted elsewhere. These people were fucking weird. but they were nice. Like they were just. It was very weird for me to go
Right.
from the life I had to this like
To
new
this thing, yeah,
this new life with small
Absolutely.
children with Channel 2 t-shirts and like uppity white yuppies in suburbia. And in any case, I my uncle at one point had a purple tongue, and I'm like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Sorry, he had a black tongue because he had a yeast infection in his mouth, and I'm like, oh, he's been eating pussy. And I'm like 10, 11 years old at this point, and like I already fucking knew that. Like, are you supposed to know that when you're 10, 11 years old?
I don't think you're supposed to
If
know
you're
that.
10, 11 years old, I hope to fuck you're not watching this podcast.
Yeah, god damn it.
Where are your parents? Oh, God, we're terrible role models. We're terrible people. Thank God they prayed for me.
Well, your uncle started it with his
What?
diseased pussy eating.
My uncle? Oh, that's true. No, you can just have a candida in your mouth. It just happens.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be from eating pussy. I don't really know, but
Could be eaten from some
Why
bad
it turned-
clams.
why it turned black is beyond me. But that's what it happened, and I just remember as a kid thinking he eats my aunt's pussy, and I was like,
You really thought that?
Yes. And Tracy says she's got the colors markings of a min pin. Sure.
Yeah, we
And then,
we read.
you
read.
have to remember, I had already been molested as a child at this point, so I knew things.
You knew. Yeah, well, you knew things that you probably shouldn't have.
Definitely, but that's where my mind went.
All
and
right, all right.
Who knows what the fuck they did? But I will tell you that I walked in on my other aunt and uncle. My aunt was giving my uncle a blowjob. We got a bird's eye view of her fat ass and her daughter. My childhood. Not really. It's more pinkish purplish. And Hookah Bob says, "Yep, tongues and nipples are good." We already talked about this.
Yeah.
Is there anything new?
Go. I see some hashtags for tomorrow's the next one. Yeah,
Oh,
there you
cool.
go. Then,
Well, what are the hashtags for tomorrow?
I don't know. Well,
See, the
nipples,
hashtags-
tongues, things of that nature.
So the hashtags, so we always do the 2-part quote, which is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. We do what we talked about, which we talked about everything today. And then which we should remember to write down during the podcast. If
What
we
we
wrote
got.
down the quotes and the 2-part quote, it would help, but we have to go back and do it because we're fucking idiots. And Nicole said, Stacey sent a marital pic of my Chevy. I will pull that up. And I had sex at 11 for the first time. He may have had thrush from meds. Okay, these are two very different statements.
We didn't. Well, we're not getting a picture of that. We're getting a picture of the dog.
Okay, there's so many things happening right now. We're getting a picture of the dog momentarily. For right now, Tracy made 2 statements that are quite shocking, and there was 2 different statements. I had sex at 11 for the first time. That makes me worried for you. I believe that we've talked about this before. I hope that wasn't your first sexual experience. If it was, I'm really sorry. If you ever need to talk, I'm here. Message me. You have my cell phone. You can call me anytime. And I love you so much. And if it was willing, then girl, you were wild. And then Lisa says, and I hope it was with someone at least your same age, I guess.
It wasn't like a college professor.
Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, and then Lisa says, I am me. It's who I am. If you don't like it, well, fuck you then. Yeah, pretty much. And
Is that because I was making fun of her for buying Kenny G? Because
possibly.
now maybe.
And
No, everybody. That was very popular back then. You kidding?
Hookah Bob says, I'm
Hookah.
lost now.
Yeah.
Dude, Hookah Bob, we're lost too.
This is what the show is about. It goes
just-
off the rails. It starts on the rails, and
It
then it
gets
starts
crazier.
going off the rails, and we have no idea where it's going to go.
You really can't watch more than 3 minutes of it. It's a waste of precious time. However, it somehow, I don't know, somehow it works.
Well,
But
so,
sometimes you have
sometimes
to
it works
watch more
better than
than
others.
So I had a message in Messenger of the dog in question.
Oh, look at that thing. That looks like little Vito Pepperoni. That's what that looks like.
I don't even know.
My friend's dog was the Vito Pepperoni.
Share screen.
She
Meta.
loved him very much.
How cute is that?
Look at that little doggy. Look at that little face. What the hell kind of service does that dog do? It's this big.
Maybe emotional support. Maybe it detects.
You know what? It's a guard dog because it
insulin?
probably has the bark of like a much larger pinscher.
And Nicole says ADHD squirrel. Yeah,
That
actually,
is this show.
ADHD is one of our hashtags. Tracy says it works. I'm so thankful for this community. I'd like to think so. She says she is adorable and she is a pain in the butt. Well, that's kind of like me. Adorable.
Well,
and a pain in
speaking
the
of pain, we went we did things anal earlier. That was a pain in the butt because apparently a lot of these ladies do not like the butt thing. And now we're talking about other pains in the butt. Like the dog. I don't think the dog is a pain in the butt. The dog looks very magnificent. It's a service dog. Lisa, you should be ashamed of yourself for that statement. Or maybe she bit you in the butt, and that's why she's a pain in the butt. Oh, Tracy says every animal is the pain in the butt. Not my snapping turtle that I'm going to have as a pet. It's going to be the most beautiful turtle ever.
Okay, I need to pull up some Facebook stuff because we are
full circle dog. She's laughing her ass off. So, she's a psychiatrist service dog. You know, it'd be cool. Get yourself a psychic service dog, and it can tell you lottery numbers. That might be the way to go.
So I want to go down the hashtags while you do the comment. You have are we up to date on the comments?
No, we got a couple more. She goes, I'm not. I met her several times, and she's laughing. That was Lisa said that. Agreed. Nicole even agrees that the dog can be in a pain in the ass. And then it says, okay, Nubby Dougie. How do you know I'm Nubby? I don't think I'm Nubby.
I don't even know what to say about that, but what I will say is this. Hashtag Teresa is trending. Something's going on in the Real Housewives. I need to know what to do because I thought getting Peacock was going to get Lifetime for me, but it doesn't appear to. And so I got Peacock just so I could have Housewives, and Housewives is not on Peacock. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because I have missed like 3 episodes.
Goddamn Peacock.
Fuck. Help me.
It's terrible.
So I have no idea what's going on. If somebody can figure out, I just don't want to have to pay for shit. And we have like all the ones we have now are free except Peacock, which I just paid for so I could watch Housewives, but it was only last season that was on there. So it's if you could tell me a cheap way to get it, I would appreciate it. And I hate commercials. But we have Netflix and Hulu and Prime Video all for free. And then through T-Mobile, Costco. Open your T-Mobile account through Costco. They give you like $900. It's crazy. Hashtag Red Lobster's trending.
Red Lobster,
a shitload of stores,
and they filed for bankruptcy. But the other 300 restaurants are staying open. But apparently, what did them in was the Endless Shrimp. Apparently, Endless Shrimp put them in the poorhouse.
That's actually not what. Well, maybe it did, but they had this whole thing where private equity came in, bought the land that the properties were on, raised the rent. They sold the properties for capital. They raised the rent, and they can't afford to stay there. So they filed Chapter 11, and I'm all for investment. I am all for wealth building, but if you're manipulating markets so that consumers can't have their basic needs met, or small businesses can't survive, that's not okay.
Well, I think the same thing's happening in the housing market. They're buying up all the houses.
It's exactly what's happening. It's a problem for the housing market. It's a problem for small businesses, and it's really a problem for communities everywhere. I ask that when you spend your money, if you want to have a stance in life, if you want to like live a good life, I think that's like something that herniates every area of your life.
Permeates, not herniates. That herniate would be a hernia. Permeate would be.
It could be whatever you want. My point is that if you have, being a good person isn't just about going to church on Sunday or reading the Bible or whatever religious text you happen to be into.
Yeah, dick.
It's not what you do when people are looking. It's not fucking helping homeless people and putting videos of it on the internet. It's being a good person and thinking about the things that you do and how they affect the world around you, being considerate and kind to others. And I got to tell you, I've seen some really good in people lately, and I've seen some really bad in people lately. And sometimes just do your best. So when you're thinking about where your money goes, think about where your money goes. Like for me, I have a really hard time with the fact that we send so much money to Amazon. Like that drives me crazy. I would far rather shop from a small business. The problem is that with my health issues and the small businesses just not existing that carry these products, it's a challenge. And, so we do support Costco. They used to have really good company policies. I didn't agree with their COVID policies, but, it's tough. Like if I could just go to like,
well, a lot of the mom and pops got their rent raised by these motherfuckers that come in
They
and
did.
buy the
They
property,
did.
et cetera, et cetera.
so if there's a small business near you and you can find a way to support them, do it. If there's a creator, because listen, if you don't support creators, musicians, artists, small businesses,
Podcast.
your only choice is going to be fucking Amazon, and they will run your shit. And they'll be like, sorry, your package never came. Go fuck yourself. Sorry, we just took your money
That's
and ran with
terrible.
it. Like you need options, because when these companies take the monopoly over, we're all fucked.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm going down that
I think
that
that-
whole. Katie Couric said some fucking bullshit
What the
today.
fuck is her problem now?
Oh my god, it was she said that people who support Donald Trump need deprogramming. Now, I understand that not everybody supports President Trump, former President Trump. I understand that.
Failed
That's
former
fine.
President Trump.
But to say that half of a country needs deprogramming because they disagree with you, really? Are you so we're so woke and we're so all loving in comparison that if someone disagrees with us, they need deprogramming, and they're the problem. Really? That's not even that's just ridiculous. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. I may not agree with you. I might think you're a fucking idiot, but you have a right to your opinion, and I have to treat that with the respect that it deserves if I want my opinion to be heard, which it usually isn't. But get a podcast. People listen half the time. Most of the time, they'll make fun of you. Can you check the comments while I pull up?
We only had the one. She was explaining Nubby Doug comment that if I have a snapping turtle, then I'm going to be missing fingers, and so I will only have nubs. So
it's interesting that you bring that up, because
then,
nubs are a topic of one of the what would you rather's this week.
Okay, and then she says, "Wow, deprogramming really." I think there's a subset on either side of the aisle that needs to be deprogrammed and really kind of.
Who's to say?
But I think no. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying there's some on either side. There's probably some in the middle.
So you get to pick.
I don't think Katie Couric's the
Katie Couric has decided
all.
Katie Couric has decided.
Yeah.
Is Katie Couric the person you would elect to be in charge of deciding who gets to be deprogrammed or not?
I don't know.
How about we all just live our fucking lives? And how about we all come together and support one another and say things like, "Hey, you know what? You might not want to drink the water with the fluoride in it." Or we say, "You know what? Hey, you might not want to spend so much time watching the goddamn news. Hey, you might not want to take that medication." Support each other. Come together. Because you know what? If we don't have each other, we ain't got shit. And they will run us over like the juggernaut that they are. That's why we're bringing people together on this podcast. So we can make inappropriate jokes.
And how many people did you personally lose friendship with between the 2016 election and COVID pandemic?
Oh, COVID was
How
wicked.
many people did you lose friends with that you thought were long-term solid,
people I've known for decades. It's
messed up. Tracy says, and I think I've heard this somewhere before. She goes, "Come together right now
over me." That sounds sturdy. I have not come since the pain days, so I'm gonna have to try again.
I'm afraid to go near you.
I need to come. I haven't had an orgasm in like 3 days, and if you don't do it, I'm gonna have to use that shell, and it's probably gonna get stuck there. Okay.
For your pleasure. All right, whatever, because it's getting close to 10.
Yeah,
and believe me, I've only got 2 hours of nice in me.
Okay, The Apprentice is trending, which is funny because it was like some movie at the Cannes Film Festival. We should probably do the Cannes Film Festival fashion, but we don't have time, so maybe tomorrow. And then, but people usually like that, but we can't really pull comments from it. The Apprentice is trending. It's a movie that was released. It's not the show The Apprentice. But I will say, I always wonder why the fuck they didn't capitalize on playing The Apprentice while Trump was in office. And I'll tell you why. Because it made him look likable. You couldn't have that show on TV where people are like enjoying it and liking it and having him be the president at the same time.
It's a good show. I'll give you that.
It's a good show.
I did enjoy watching that show.
It's a good show. And he cracked me up on the show. He cracks me up now.
Hookah Bob says you guys are great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
we think
lifts
you're great.
me up a little bit.
We really like you.
We love Hookah Bob.
By the way, things settle down. We're going to have a big talk because I've got some ideas for you. I think you've got some ideas for me. We've got some...
She actually said to me in the car today, Hookah Bob, because we're going to help each other so much.
I did. I said this about you on the way home. I can tell you exactly where we were. We were driving past La Casita.
Yeah, we were.
And there was a point where I maybe got a little close to the car in front of me. It wasn't too bad.
And then over there, there's a shrimp restaurant that's called the Prawn Broker.
There's also a Bada Bing pizza place. Also, we had the hashtag Muck Sticky. You guys, apparently there's a cruise. We're gonna have to go on that. That's June 29th. We will be there. If you're free, come on down. It's like an hour and a half from us, but we'll be there. And if I have to fucking take every drug on the fucking planet to get there, we will fucking be there.
I think a lot of people in that crowd will be doing that.
That's true. They will be doing drugs. I think that you should. We should take the Jeep.
Yeah.
And I think that you should have to drive us back to the Airbnb, or maybe we just take an Uber over.
Papa, this does not look like an Airbnb.
I'm thinking about taking a chocolate bar.
Space is limited. Look at that.
We'll fucking order the ticket now.
Okay, we'll
and then you guys show.
So Jojo says, you guys, the show was awesome per usual. Loved it. I really like. I'm at a get together of old friends and telling stories. Grateful we became friends. Grateful for life. Good night, you guys.
Good night, gorgeous. Thank you for doing your gratitude. You can always catch the rest of the show tomorrow. Say hi to your friends. Ask them if they want a sticker. We'll send them one. We just need their address.
All right.
So the other hashtags that we have were, I don't know what Conor McGregor did. You're supposed to tell me.
Oh, he called his next opponent the R word. Which is not okay.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use that word.
But he called them a bunch of other stuff too, so it just wasn't good.
I also like the idea of like what the Black community has done with the N word is that they've taken ownership of it. They've made it their word. They've empowered themselves with it. It's fucking genius. So much respect for the Black community. I'm like low-key obsessed with you guys. And is that weird? I don't know.
It's racist.
And maybe it is. I don't know.
It's not racist. All right, go ahead.
I want more Black friends. I don't have enough Black friends. It makes me sad. And Kid Rock is trending. Oh my fucking God. If you haven't seen it, Kid Rock he's doing like this rodeo or something. And he rides in on this, in this Cybertruck. And he rides into this concert in this Cybertruck, and it's fucking crazy. He's singing something. I think he gets Jelly Roll joins him at one point. It was fucking sick as hell. Listen, you may not like Kid Rock. A lot of people don't. Doug fucking hates him, but the man is a fucking showman. And like, I can't.
General Lee Cybertruck.
I can't. I think, I don't know what the fuck this is. I think everybody should go to a Kid Rock show once in their life. It's such a fucking spectacle. The people watching, the energy. He's just a fucking cool ass guy. And I just, I feel like he's somebody we would be friends with. And I understand you don't like his music, but I'm telling you, you would want to be friends with him. Did you ever watch the interview of him on Rogan?
Yeah, I saw most of it, I think.
That was a fun Didn't you like it?
Oh, and I saw the Tucker Carlson interview of him, which was equally as funny.
But didn't you fucking like him?
I think he's
You don't think he's a likable guy?
I think he is. I hate to say
he's somebody we would be friends with.
It's kind of low hanging fruit. It's like I think
we would be friends with you.
Yeah,
Kid Rock. We will be your friends.
We
are going to be your friends. We're going to hang out with Kid Rock this year, and Doug is going to be like, dude, you're the fucking man.
I'm sure I would like him personally. I kind of don't like his whole shtick, and I think that's what it is, a shtick.
Okay, so you can't look beyond the shtick and watch him.
I don't know. I mean, I saw Ted Nugent do this stuff 20, 30 years ago.
I understand that.
Ted Nugent can play.
I'm not talking
really
about his music or his performances, which you have not seen.
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen snippets of them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about him as a person. Having watched interviews.
Oh, he might be a good guy. He's probably a good guy. I know he's good to his that Down syndrome kid. That was very nice of him.
I think he's a good guy, and I think we would be friends with him. I don't know why you have to poo-poo it.
Poo-poo.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say something about him being negative, and they're like,
that's right.
You're the negative one. The man hates everything. Okay, he hates Tom Brady and Billy Joel and Kid Rock and Led Zeppelin.
Just because McDonald's sells a bunch of hamburgers doesn't mean it's quality food.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Tom Hanks apparently didn't understand the battle between Drake and the other guy. What's the other one's name? Kendrick Lamar.
Or whoever, yeah.
So his kid explained it to him in a text. I'm too high to read it right now.
Yeah. And
we're running out of time. So check it out for yourself. We can talk about it tomorrow if we remember. And then Eddie Vedder is trending because Eddie Vedder, I guess somebody made some sort of statement and he responded to it. He said, There's nothing more masculine than a strong man supporting a strong woman. Eddie Vedder.
Well, that was coming off of the Kansas City Chiefs kicker, Harrison Butker, gave a commencement address where he talked about how women should be in the kitchen and stuff like that. And
I haven't heard this
huge
speech.
backlash. And people are people have compared it to
Did he say women should be in the
Kaepernick
kitchen?
and all this
They
other stuff.
should be able to stay home with their children and raise their children.
I had it up. I was going to bring it up
I haven't watched it yet.
on the podcast for about a week, and we just never got to it because it was more of a negative than a positive. And I figured we're here to spread positive.
But I do want to know about it though. That's interesting. But
So
because herein lies the problem.
but you'll probably agree with it because you're a crazy non-feminist and you believe in the roles of a traditional marriage.
I do believe it. Hang on a second. I believe women are biologically designed to receive, and men are biologically designed to give.
Hence the puss.
I believe that. I believe that if you're in your feminine energy or if you're in your masculine energy, everybody gets to do what they want for themselves. Here's the problem with fucking feminism. The problem with fucking feminism is instead of being like, hey, you know what? We fought for all women to be treated equally to men for women to have the right to choose in their lives what they want to do. But far too often what happens, and I say this as someone who has been a working mom and a stay-at-home mom, is that women attack one another. It's fucking awful. Tracy, I don't know how you do the lesbian thing. Seriously, I really don't. Like, tits, pussy, great.
You know what? You know why she does it? Because Becca's a fantastic person.
Well, okay, maybe, but double the wardrobe, great. But women can be so fucking cruel to one another. It's insane. I just don't fucking get it. Just everybody be nice to each other. Seems to be the theme of like the world that's driving me crazy today because of all the idiots on the goddamn internet. Not you guys. You guys are awesome. And by the way, if you could like, share, follow, subscribe, we would really appreciate it. We're trying to grow the podcast, trying to make it better for you. We're trying to not be homeless. So if you could, and we'd like to start a nonprofit one day. We have a bunch of things we want to do, but if you could support us, we would really appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, whatever.
Just tell somebody, please.
Watch Doug's video on the places. Johnny Depp is trending. Doug's going to tell us about that. What's that?
The director of the next incarnation of Pirates of the Caribbean is saying he would love to have Johnny Depp, but it's not his decision. So it's a whole lot of.
I guess he's talking about doing a reboot or some shit.
Yeah,
people are
like
bitching about it. Who knows what that is?
I don't know how much more pirates you need in life. I think they kind of covered it off.
I've never seen any of them, so I should probably watch them.
Yeah, I watched the first one and the second one. I think they were really good.
# worst song. What's the worst song?
The worst song ever?
Silent Lucidity by Queensryche. I hate that fucking song. I hate that fucking song.
I gotta go. There's so many.
I hate that song.
Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel turns my stomach. And also Piano Man also turns my stomach because why is a piano man playing harmonica? Shut the hell up, play the piano, dickhead.
If you want to have, if you like those songs and you want to stand up for Billy Joel, private message me and I will give you Doug's cell phone number and you can message him that song multiple times a day.
Way.
I like to, whenever I hear those songs, I call him on FaceTime and sing them to him. I used to do it while he was at work. He loved it.
It's not good. There are so many bad songs in the world, but
well, if they asked worst song, that's what I said. And then #, and I want to get through this. Florida man, that's you, ADHD. Clearly, we've got it. Southwest Florida, we live here.
Yeah, we live here.
We're from Massachusetts, not really Boston, but that's the #
ish.
We're not swingers, but could change. We'd like to go on vacation. If you want to take us on like a little domestic travel, let's consider soft swap. International, yeah. Daddy might take it in the pooper. You never know. And then no.
How am I sitting here minding my own business?
Weed, I'm on it. Conspiracy theory. All the normal hashtags that we use of all the things that we talk about. There's a bunch of stuff that we did over the weekend. It's already 10:09, so I'm not going to go through it. But we had our thumbnail.
We're done with you people.
How many times have I made that noise? It's the sex noise that I make when Doug enters me. I go, ooh, or what is it?
Ooh.
No, what does it really sound like? What does it really sound like?
Baby boy.
No,
baby
what
boy.
Does it sound like?
Sorry. I'm not going to say it.
Do it.
I don't know.
It's
different every time.
Okay,
it's not the same
give
noise.
Give them a vague impression.
It's like it's a cross between being scared and surprised
and mildly shocked
and
small
injured.
Okay, do it.
And no, I'm not going to do it.
It's something like a
no, it's not like it's something more excited than that. It's how you doing? I don't know what
So
the
anyway,
noise is. What the hell do I care?
That's what the quote was. How many times have I made that noise? And Doug said, every time except when you were asleep and I didn't know it. That's what we're talking
You
about.
were asleep, and I didn't know it.
And we did talk about my sexual problems last week. Not Doug's, though. He's fine. Last week, I've had problems. I can't have an orgasm. It's not good.
She hurts her leg somehow. There's a muscle situation, and she gets this crazy thing happen. I can't even go near her.
So there's different things. There's different segments we're doing, and this is a new one I've added. It's just little pictures from our life.
That bird was 3 feet away from me today, and he was easily 3.5 feet tall.
That's a sandhill crane.
It was a little dicey. He was walking around like a T-Rex, and I'm like, ooh.
This is on Lawson Beach on Sanibel and
Turner Beach.
Sorry, Turner Beach. I don't know why I keep calling it Lawson Constituent, but it's Turner Beach in Sanibel, and this bird is frequently there. He likes to.
He waits for the fisherman to catch something, and then he jumps down there.
So I hope you guys like these new photo things. And I'm going to use Tracy's kitty tomorrow, and if that's okay with you, Tracy sent me all those pictures. And then, of course, there's a bunch of new videos. If you can share the videos, that would be super helpful for us. Any videos that you think are funny or that your friends might like. If it's offensive to you, then don't, you don't have to. But we're really trying to grow the podcast so we can, do good things. And then, we talked about Would You Rathers. His house is how Doug believes it's pronounced. I say you're almost 60. Cut that shit. Would you rather speak any language, play any instrument?
Well, I got most of the instruments covered off. And I think that even the ones I don't, I could probably learn in pretty quick fashion. So I got to go with the languages.
Being the gifted talent that I am with my voice, I can make any noise I want.
You make some noises. All right.
Will not sound anything like an instrument, but I would like the languages because I would like to speak to people from different cultures.
Normally
I would go through all of everybody's answers, but you can just join the conversation. FMK, we did the ladies from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
come on, you just said fuck Drea De Matteo.
Yeah, and then just get rid of both of them.
Everybody wants Drea De Matteo. Everybody fucking loves her. She's so hot. Maggie Siff, I liked her better in Mad Men. I thought she was great in that. Last book that made you cry. Did you read a book that made you cry?
Yeah. Well, a book almost made me cry this week, but I didn't. I don't want to talk about it.
What book almost made you cry this week? Oh. Okay. In any case, the book that made me cry was Boundaries by Clouden Townsend.
Who? What was that?
The Boundaries book.
Oh, the Boundaries book made you cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I shared this for those of you who have heard me talk about Doug's tongue and demand that he stick it out several times, and he has refused. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You see that shit? It's like a fucking red
so we bought this
carpet.
mannequin for my boss when I worked at a company called DRG. We bought this. It's basically I don't even know if that's a torso. It's a butt. And so when we went through the Mass Pike toll,
we have a video of it.
One of the kids put it out the back window, and the toll driver, he looks and he goes, "You got an ass in the back." And
you got an ass back there. It wasn't in the back.
It's the best. It's the best clip ever.
We have it on video somewhere. We also have Zach on the
good.
rope swing, and we have Zach with the cookie, and pulling the Jeep out of the dirt.
So Hookah Bob says barefoot and pregnant. Going back to the Harrison Bunker thing, we'll research that and report back on it.
Thanks.
Tracy says, "I got lucky," is all I can say. With her wife, got the most part. I do not have a ton of friends, but those who are close, we raise each other up, and you can't do that. Then I don't have time for you. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, it was funny because Tracy said
laying
today,
down the law.
she's like, "I'll clap for you even when you don't clap for me." We're not even going to waste our time.
Well, one of you guys put that thing today. It's like, be friends with people that defend you, like when you're not in the room.
Yeah. So I mean, we're all trying to do better here, right? So let's surround ourselves with other people that want to do better. Let's be friends with one another. Let's support each other. Let's build one another. Let's encourage one another. Let's support each other's businesses. Let's support each other's dreams. Let's encourage one another. Let's make each other laugh. Let's have a good time. The world is cruel enough. You've got a place to come and be nice. By the way, Deepan Karshora 9 is over on Instagram.
Nice.
Deepan, join us on Facebook or YouTube. It's better. But I will say, Deepan and many others have reached out to us offering to do some free SEO work for us. We don't have any money to pay them, and I'm worried about giving people my password. So I don't know.
Tracy says, that scientists are saying T-Rex were covered in feathers and squawked rather than roared. yeah, watching this thing walk today, I was like really like kind of thinking about that. Like just it was that thing, like it was dicey. Like that thing could have done some damage on me before I wrung its neck, obviously. And and this show is so sexy and things like this happen. Yes, you can use my pussy tomorrow. Well, I'm very flattered, Tracy, but I'm a married man and I've got perfectly good.
Tracy, can I use that as quote of the day tomorrow? Because I'm also planning on using that in the immediate future. And thank you, by the way. Good. And so
I hear her pussy squawks and roars.
I hear good things.
Rather than roars.
Anyway, I will say we had many a hashtag. We had many a question over the weekend. We did the Sons of Anarchy, MFK. Said, well, I would love to use a strap-on. That sounds like good exercise. If you've used a strap-on, can you report back to me? Is it good exercise? I don't know. Questions about my stand-up dream. Chased through the forest by a zombie or a lion, which is interesting considering the whole man or bear thing.
I'm not messing with a lion.
Depends on the day. If I want, I think I can get away from a zombie. I definitely cannot get away from a lion.
What about a zombie lion?
Sometimes I want to die.
Zombie lion will get you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy, MFK, Tig, Chibs,
oh my God.
Jax. I wanted to marry Chibs. I do find Tig to be hot, but he's had some questionable sex partners. But I do like that he's interested in necrophilia. And Jax, well, yeah. The sex scenes with him. Oh, wow.
How about
favorite weekend activity? Duh, Costco.
Oh, I thought I was your favorite weekend activity.
You are, but people are sick of hearing about
so Tracy says absolutely, and she says her pussy purrs and vibrates too. That's the best kind.
Yeah, girl. So anyway, we also hit some milestones. We hit 2,400 reactions. We've blown up to like 1,200 on Twitter. We're getting like a few every day on YouTube. YouTube is so funny. It's the smallest audience that we have is YouTube. So if you're not already following us on YouTube, can you please do it?
Yeah.
And also YouTube is the best place to watch us because we get shut off on Facebook sometimes. You can use, I mean, in a perfect world, you'd follow us everywhere. We'd follow you everywhere. We'd be best friends. But you want to have YouTube for at least Jackbox Friday nights because it makes it easier. But Facebook's nice because there's a lot of people that'll chat there and interact. You can also interact with us on Twitter. All the places, and we want to do what we can to support you. So yeah, there you go. I have salt water in my hair.
Trace says whoop whoop.
Yeah, Juggalos. All right, so we got to do our
gratitude. I'm grateful for a beautiful weather day. I just sat there watching my wife swim around in the Gulf of Mexico, and it was just makes me happy that you're happy.
It was a good day. I'm tired though, and I have the munchies.
We met some great people.
We get to hang out with Kristen and the kids.
Hanging out with those guys, and these guys, these podcast folk, are so great. We got new people. We have new friends. Hookah and JoJo's relatively new. Nothing to complain about here, folks. It's all good, and all gratitude for it. Just fantastic. And this crazy lady right here, just whipping out a titty in traffic, stuff like that. Grateful for.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to replace the Jeepway with whipping the titty out. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, you did that earlier on the show.
I'm also super grateful for you, and I'm grateful for my animal friends.
And my plant friends too.
Yeah, that too. I'm grateful for Muck Sticky. I'm grateful for everybody that was fucking here tonight. Let's name names. Hookah Bob, Tracy, Ann, Nicole, one person that was watching that messaged me.
Oh yeah, the other guy. And Lisa was obviously. And I know that we have
JoJo, of course.
Courtney, of
Court,
course.
Nicole. Lisa. Lisa, we're glad you've been coming back.
And I want to.
I feel like JoJo.
Daniel was here early. He was talking about his motorcycle.
And then he went for a motorcycle ride.
And then of course, Ann.
Guys, who are we forgetting?
I don't know if we forgot anybody else.
We suck at this.
Yeah, we do. I'm just like going through.
Oh, Platty, the Plain Sexual.
Platty was here. Yeah,
who's
early.
coming on the podcast this week, by the way, guys.
Excellent. Yeah, we're gonna.
Bob, Daniel, and
so
of course,
we're not sure we're gonna be here tomorrow. We don't know.
Right, we'll just make a decision.
I don't know. I can't make a decision.
What time's the show?
I don't know because I have to look it up, and so that's my thing. So we'll post it on the website tomorrow. We'll let you guys know.
We're 50-50.
Yeah,
I think we're probably not going to make it tomorrow night, guys. No podcast tomorrow night. Oh shit!
What?
I'm supposed to be interviewing somebody tomorrow. Fuck, guys. We still don't know. I think we might bump it.
I'm gonna look this up.
Doug's pulling it up right now. He's pulling up the little bar restaurant on Marco Island. We may be going to a concert to see one of his friends.
Oh, it's like here we go. Entertainment schedule. Let's see if we know anything. A Tuesday night.
Is there a prime rib special?
Look at it. It's National Waiter and Waitress Day is tomorrow. Tip your waiter. Doesn't say what time or anything.
That's so we should call the restaurant. Maybe you can call them now before they close. Guys, I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, but we'll be thinking of you whether we're here or not. We love you. We'll hope.
Yeah.
I hope we pull it. The thing is, I really want to go to the show to support Doug's friend. We got to return the favor. Somebody's going to support you. You got to support them. So I'm hoping that we can make both happen. But if we can't, we can't.
Yeah.
If we get a room down the Everglades for the night, we go out into the Jeep in the morning. There's a gator in it.
That would be cool. All right. So Tracy is thankful for us both. Thankful for our bed. She's beat tonight, and this was a 2.5-hour show. I'm thankful for the brisket burgers for dinner. Oh, you're killing me now. And thankful to play with a little pussycat tonight, Gracie. Have fun at the show and homemade tacos for dinner tomorrow.
Oh,
very nice.
Sounds like a good time.
We had turkey quesadillas
by the way,
tonight.
Turkey quesadillas were fucking fire. Tommy little Tommy Millmore was here. We love you, Tommy. We love
Randall was here.
We love everybody. Yeah,
Randall did not comment, but maybe he's in class or something.
I don't know what he had going on.
Yeah.
And then
we missed you, bud.
There's a few people that I'm trying to think of who we're missing tonight, but honestly, I'm so fucking high. Obviously, Kristen's not here because she's out with the kids.
That's right. They should be back soon. I don't know what they're out there doing.
We have a lot of people that come night after night, and the master haters. You people are fucking amazing. We think about you nonstop. It's kind of creepy.
It is.
But we love you,
and we'll think about you tomorrow. We're gonna try to promote the podcast, and we will be back on Wednesday.
We'll figure it out. We love you.
Peace.
Bye.